Okay, it's time to open the doors. Here, ha, here.
Hello, Blitz. Dang
Hey,
it, Blitz.
hello.
Blitz. Blitz.
Okay, bro. Like, like, yeah, I got like other stuff to deal with because.
Let's see.
All right, before the okay until he wakes up, then I guess.
So,
Well,
Oh, there
how?
we go. Wait, what? World?
whoa.
Um, what the heck?
Oh wait, that's. I guess that it is.
Okay, there we go. I thought that was that. Okay, now I'm confused.
What was that
Okay.
about?
Like okay, so we we kind of thought that you disguised yourself as me, copied yourself as me, but it turns out that's there's some defects here about like I don't even know how this happened.
Hmm. Okay. So now we know that that wasn't Blitz then.
Oh,
So
oh wait, it turns out that it was.
Wait, what?
Look, I mean look at this like yeah. So yeah,
That's
here's
not
my
me.
name and here's look at that.
How is that me?
Do
maybe
you have
someone else is playing, pretend to be you.
So why would they use for Bruce's name?
I don't
hey what do I do?
know. World?
Van here's the creator of
That was
Giant.
lives, all right.
Okay, that was weird.
But anyway, let's just try to like have fun with this already. So
Yeah. uh, I'm waiting to hear word from my uncle. So my day was pretty boring for me.
oh like how?
Because I mean, mom, were waiting for my uncle to call us to let us know if we wanted to go somewhere, but I guess he's busy with something.
Oh well, well like I hope like something will like turn up soon.
Yeah. All right. So besides my day, how was your guys' days?
You like your days, or you could just say that or something.
Oh, you could go for first. First, I was writing out my suggestions.
Yeah, so was I, and like I already put like one of them down, but it's just the same old. You already know how it is.
Me, I always tell people this: you have a bad day and a good day together, you just have a normal day.
Okay, so does that imply that something bad happened to you, but you tried to?
No, because even if you have a bad day, at the end it turns normal.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, you're just gonna add him, not his main voice from Transformers Animated.
I'm just writing down suggestions. Calm down. I'm just going to add in Prowl. Calm down.
I already did.
Okay, but I know what you're going for, but I just write down suggestions. It just came into my mind. So
All right. Anyway, yes. Okay, so for people to know, this is dedicated to the anniversary of the Penguins of the Madagascar series from Nickelodeon. Of course, Jeff Bennett being there as Kowalski, and we'll get to there in like when we get there. So as to start off, yes, it was such an honor to like get introduced to his magic, being one of the many versatile top voice actors in the world, and um, being one of the top names in the voiceover industry. I must say, yeah, I just don't know what I'm saying. But and anyway, let's just start off with the role he's most famous for, Johnny Bravo.
Elvis Presley.
Yeah. Well, as a kid, I merely noticed that I was doing an Elvis Presley voice, but I didn't know it was some guy pretending to be Elvis. So Johnny Bravo, he's known for being muscular and always trying to flirt with ladies, but every time he does that, he always gets his ass kicked by them, and they're surprisingly stronger than him.
It is pretty weak, but like I mean like, but that's what happens when you just well, I mean, like it all stemmed from him going to either prom or homecoming. Like he used to be weak, but got some workouts and decided to become like a professional womanizer. Only
Oh, so that's how it all started.
and if you let people finish for the 100th godzillion time, but well, like once again, even though it is sad, you can't help but find that he's still a good guy nevertheless.
Yeah, and he's not the brightest tool.
Yes, thank you for the help.
For me, yeah, this is the second time I got introduced to Jeff Bennett, and yeah, seeing Johnny Bravo as a kid, yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was.
Right, with from your perspectives, right? That's
Yeah.
what I had to.
But yeah, with Johnny Bravo, like yeah, even though like he screwed up here and there, he's trying impress the ladies and all that. He still lives with his mom, which is very concerning at that point. But let's see here. Of course, his friend Carl, which he kind of ignores half the time. But hey, but you do know about the theory about Johnny Bravo, don't you?
I mean, sorry, I'm not the theory man like you are.
Okay, so the theory is that this is part of Johnny's imagination because he's actually a 12-year-old. Because whatever he sees on TV, he mimics basically.
That actually does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. But as a title character and the show itself, a classic cartoon, 10 out of 10.
Yep, definitely.
All right, now moving on to
Yes. This is how I actually got introduced to him with Dexter's Laboratory, Dexter's dad. Like, yeah, he's one of those classic cartoon dads that I really don't have a problem with.
Yeah.
With me. Let's see here. I mean, it was cool to find out that Jeff Bennett and Cass usually play, Dexter's parents this whole time, which, was really cool. But the only thing that bothers me is that he didn't actually have a real name.
Yeah, not a lot of parents have names. Like, take for example, Timmy's parents; they didn't have their names revealed.
But they actually revealed the names in the Farris parents.
Oh,
you gonna tell us?
Yeah, so basically their names is Mr. and Mrs. Turner. Do you hear me?
Okay.
That classic gag they always do.
yeah, that's what they do if they want to avoiding the name.
And yeah, with Dexter's animation in the show, it was just classic, and then it went to a new animation, and noticing how Dexter's dad's animation went different.
You can tell the differences. In the original, Dexter was fat, but in the new animation, he's a lot skinnier.
Yeah, but nonetheless, this is one of the best cartoons from Jeff Bennett from Cartoon Network, 100 out of 10.
Yes.
Yes, it's a timeless classic.
And now for my introduction, Tom, Droopy, and Joey from Tom and Jerry: The Magic Ring. So yeah, this was a very interesting. It's very childhood classic. It brings me so much joy, and of course, an ensemble cast here with Frank Welker and Jim Cummings, and Charlie Slater, everyone, and well, yes, it did took me up to about 2018, 2019-ish to coin the term timeless honor because I'm like, yes, this is one of the like many surprising blessings that he was given. And like there's no short of words to say for that. But the behind the scenes about first knowing him and seeing him get into action with Tom and Droopy is just spectacular.
Awesome.
Yeah, he did really good doing his screams and yelps and whatnot. Yeah, I'm really impressed of what Jeff Bennett did for Tom.
But
I mean, only saw the movie once, so I can't really give my opinion about what the character. So, like, yes, I heard his, his droopy voice at least, and it was pretty good.
Mhm.
yes, I like he's like the yeah. In fact, he's like the top best droopy voice in my opinion. Not gonna lie.
I mean, then again, there's one actor that sadly doesn't play droopy officially, but he does a really good voice with. I just wish he could. This actor I'm talking about, Fred Tersher does a really good impression.
All right.
Yeah.
That
He did.
I was gonna say, yeah, he should play him full on, like if Droopy had his own new series.
Well, basically, he did the impression in the documentary. I know that voice. That's why.
He also did
Alright.
it in when they were interviewing him for voice entertainment.
Oh, all right. That.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, this was once again a gift from above, and I'm happy to be introduced to him officially here. I might have said otherwise in station presentation, maybe, but it ranges. Now off to Kowalski, the Penguins of Madagascar.
Kowalski, yeah. Before seeing the movie, this is actually how I got introduced to the Penguins. And yeah, I really like the direction they were going for this show. Because with DreamWorks, some shows are from the Nickelodeon, some from Cartoon Network, like How to Train Your Dragons. But with the Nickelodeon show, it was really good in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. It was part of my childhood, and this is one of the ones I got introduced to Jeff Bennett, and there's another one how I first got introduced to him. I'll talk about in a little bit, but Kowalski, the first guy who played him in the Madagascar franchise. Wait, what's his name?
What was it? Christopher Knight.
All right, so yeah, I like Jeff Bennett's version because it sounds make it sound like a genius and stuff, and I just love the voice he gives him.
Cool.
Yes, that was the many start of why he has such magic. One of the many, and, right? I should have said this from the start. What I like about him most is that most of his characters, they're kind of fun for me to do as well because it's it's just that fun to do.
Yep.
This is kind of it's just like a signature being hey, yes, it's easy to identify him because it's that voice.
Mm-hmm. And the character itself, being the smartest out of the Penguins, 100 out of 10.
Agreed.
Yep.
Oh yes, and yet another early one. I guess it was the second time or something. I don't know. Yeah, Chiboltron from Jimmy Neutron.
Oh yes, and at the time I didn't really know he was using that impression, but I did notice the voice he was using because he used it for another character at Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Yes, we will get to later, and of course, yes, the impression is yes. John Travolta's character from what was it? Greece
Yeah, Greece. Yeah, and like with all the space bandits, like three of them, they're basically impressions of like other celebrities.
Right, because yes, we all know that that T is voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson doing a Mr. T impression. But wait a second. With Z, Maurice LaMarche, that voice, who is that?
Eh. Hmm. If we can find out more later, but
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell me since you brought that up.
well, because yeah, when I noticed the voices like around this time, because yeah, 2020 when I was rewatching some episodes of Jimmy Neutron, I was like, yeah, it was good that we're using like celebrities' voices as like these characters, especially what Jeff Bennett did here. Like he made the character like sound cool.
Yes, he
Wait.
really did.
Yeah, and speaking of Jimmy Neutron, yeah, he used the same voice for Cool Jimmy.
Right. Oh no, wait. Yeah, that's another thing. In the episode, yes, like in the cloning episode, there were yes, yes,
Cool Jimmy, Sad Jimmy, and Happy Jimmy.
yes, yeah, voiced by Jeff Bennett. Wow, let's see, Funny Jimmy, Suave Jimmy, and Evil Jimmy were voiced by Rob Paulson.
Yeah. Hey, let's and then they start running off, but Sad Jimmy's just like, wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah, my favorite part is with Cool Jimmy and
Nick.
what's that? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And he broke his skateboard, and he's like, "Looks like your skateboard couldn't handle the Jimmy style," or something like that.
What's the point of doing anything? We're all just gonna turn into dust. And I just like how he freaked that car out at that point.
Yeah. It was depressing. Even though that episode once again is amazing, but it's both amazing and stupid at the same time because of the ending and just being.
But
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say something else about the other characters, but go ahead.
I mean, but it's one of those things that I feel like some friends you got there, Jimmy. That's how.
Yeah, I do agree. But with Happy Jimmy, I like the voice. It kind of reminds me of SpongeBob.
Yeah, in fact, yeah, it does sound like he's putting on his impression too.
And then of course, other than those characters, like let's see, who else was it?
Yeah, there was a scientist guy named Dr. Moist, in that
Right. I do remember before I actually saw the episode with him. It was let's see, Power 2, how I got introduced to him. Remember, because at the beginning he was working with Calamitous.
Yes. Yeah. It's been some time, but I do remember.
Yeah. Let's see. What other characters did he play?
I think that might be it for Jimmy Neutron, maybe.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, that is yep.
Oh, I was gonna check just in case.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Okay. We mentioned him. He did play like the Green Warriors, the Gorlocks.
Right.
Yeah. But overall, just finding out that Jeff Bennett was in Jimmy Neutron was pretty awesome, especially voicing all these characters.
Exactly. Everything about the show and the cast. Once again, a banger.
Yep. And this overall, this is 1,000 out of 10.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
And now to get to the let's see, bottom of the barrel of Jimmy Neutron, which
Dorcas.
From Planet Sheen. So, a spin-off of Jimmy Neutron starring Sheen, and there's this guy named Dorcas, and of course, I didn't know who Jeff Bennett was at the time, but I recognized like his voice from other media characters. But yeah, Dorcas, he's just a pretty funny character, even though he just wants to get rid of Sheen and kill him, whatever. I just still think he's funny.
Yeah, especially his little assistant. He's the most funniest.
Yeah.
But Dorcas is a villain, even though he tries and tries and tries, he can never like get through Sheen's level.
Yep.
And all this because Sheen destroyed his house.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, can you blame him? I would be mad too if someone destroyed my house.
Yeah, I mean, like, just get some repairing. Like that's all.
Yeah. But what just got me to this show was like, especially the theme song.
Oh yeah, especially because the narrator is Kevin Michael Roachson.
Yeah, it's got like the beats. But for Dorcas, I give him an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, A2.
9. Just because, like, of course, Jeff Bennett's awesome performance.
Yeah, that's fair.
And now let's head on to let's see.
The Joker! One of the best performances of the Joker, besides Mark Hamill and Kevin Roachson, Jeff Bennett surprisingly nailed it. He actually fit Joker pretty well.
I mean,
yes, back to that era where he was the classic type of Joker, you might say, because I recognize that face from the comics, so like taking much more.
Yeah. So you see, in Batman Brave and the Bold, they're trying to like inspire from the comics in the 1950s. That's why the characters look like they're from the comics in the 1950s, and even the music sounds like 1950s with all the jazz and all the saxophones and whatnot. And they also, every time they hit someone, like pew, 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 like that, like in the original Batman. But I like how they're going for, and I'm glad I saw every episode of the series on HBO Max. It's a really good show, and when Jeff voiced the Joker, especially his laugh, it's well done, man.
Yeah, I did like his Joker too. I mean, yeah, I do have a list of my favorite Jokers. You want to hear them?
Well, of course.
Okay, of course. Number 1 is Mark Hamill. Second's Troy. Third is Kevin. Fourth is John. DiMaggio, of course. Let's see here. Fifth, yeah, it has to be John Cassier. Let's see. Which number did I just leave off on? Was it 6? Oh, yeah, the next is Frank Walker, just because I was cool to find out. But then it's Jeff Bennett for me.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like most about this Joker is his song "Where's the Fun in That?" Because again, in addition to being one of the coolest voice actors on the freaking planet, he is an amazingly awesome singer as well.
Which reminder, the singing voice for Batman.
Oh, right. Well, yes.
Oh, of course, duh.
Other than Joker, yes. Jeff Bennett also voiced Shazam as well as the singing voice of Batman.
And he also voiced Red Hood.
Yes.
Well, only in an alternate dimension, which is a good version of Joker.
Yeah.
But yeah, hearing that Jeff Bennett was the operatic singing voice for Batman in the episode of the first appearance of Music Meister, wow, he did awesome.
I know.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? You were glitching.
I know, right?
Yeah. You know it, dog.
Well,
Jeff Bennett is one of those voice actors that have the best singing voices. One of the others is Rob Paulson.
don't forget Jess Hornell.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I know an idea for a stream. We should do like celebrities or voice actors that have the best singing voices. What do you think?
Oh God, I can really see the comments from the chat. Please don't bring up Justin Bieber, please.
We're not gonna mention Justin Bieber. Come on.
Please, no, not the Beaver guy. He was not a beaver for crying out loud.
But anyways, what do you think of that idea?
I mean, that's surprisingly creative and surprisingly new. Yes, good.
Yeah, because I was thinking in my head, like if I like to have my own top 10, I should do like top 10 voice actors with great singing voices.
Yo, Fresh, guess what?
What?
He actually used his mind.
Yeah, here's your cookie for thinking of an original idea.
Oh, damn. Okay, but
wait,
overall,
what?
Yes, for coming up with an original idea. Duh, you gotta open your ears. So here's your cookie and a new pair of ear surgery.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait, Christian.
Say what again, huh?
I was about to say what I ever do. But we're gonna say, but what?
Yeah, with your stream on Sunday, yeah, with the Benton idea, weren't you supposed to do like the best and worst songs of Christmas?
You didn't hear. You misunderstood. I said not this Sunday, but another Sunday I'll do best and worst Benton aliens. I'm still gonna do the best worst Christmas songs this Sunday since it's gonna be December. Got it?
Could already see the comments from that. Mariah Carey. Oh my fucking god.
I mean, I don't not disrespect to Mariah Carey. She's not really my favorite. Okay, I mean I know she's a good singer, but she's not really my favorite. But if you want or if you don't want to.
I didn't say nothing about that, but I was just saying the prediction of the comments, but never mind that. But overall with The Brave and the Bold, even though I didn't see the whole series, and overall with this Joker, yeah, 9 out of 10.
I'll give you better Infinity because it's just that awesome.
Infinity plus infinity. What you win, you actually lose. Let's see. How about you? No, wait, no, not yet.
Ace. We got Ace, Rick Burley, and from the Powerpuff Girls.
All right, so Ace, being the leader of the group, I had no idea that was Jeff Bennett because I didn't recognize that kind of voice. But for Big Billy, I immediately knew that was Jeff Bennett because I recognized that kind of voice from a little bit of Johnny Bravo.
Well, then again, he does use this kind of voice with a similar character in Chowder.
Oh, the Ice Cream Man.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, I should actually write him down.
But yeah, like with these voices that he did it for the Powerpuff Girls, really, really surprising. With Ace to sound like just like a teenager kind of guy, like dirtbag. Big Billy just with a big voice. I was even surprised that was Jeff Bennett. And with Grubber, I was really surprising that he just did all instead of Frank Walker at the time.
Yeah, but hey, if you get paid to do that, I'm sure he won't mind.
However, despite the fact that he only speaks in raspberries, there was that time that he straightened himself up in kindergarten where it was like, "Hello, I'm Grubba. Nice to meet you all." And then he prank called in, of course, telephonies where he spoke in what Miss
Philip's voice. Yeah.
Right, that's right.
I do remember the episode you were talking about, like where he actually talked in straight and that's the one where the gang actually went to school because this detective was like, "You should go back to school" and all that.
Yes.
But yeah, other than all these characters, yeah, Ace, yeah, he's a really cool guy. 10 out of 10. Big Billy, one of the funniest characters from the Powerpuff Girls. 10 out of 10. Grubber, that's my score.
Yeah, remember in one episode of Powerpuff Girls where the girls save Billy from getting run over by a train, and he's trying to explain what happened, but he's going so fast, and then Ace went, whoa, stop over, and he just started walking back where he was, and he's like, no, I meant tell us how it went. Oh.
Yeah. And yeah, it's kind of obvious that one of my favorites is like Telephonies. Like, you gotta admit, that's a funny episode.
I know. I don't remember what my favorite part is, but I just like that Tim was like exercising and not doing evil. He's just chilling.
Yep. Oh, the good times. But other than these characters, of course, he did play the Pickle Aliens.
What the heck are the pickle aliens?
I thought they were broccoli.
Well, yeah. There was those aliens, and of course there were the Pickle Aliens.
Oh, okay. Like you just had to like explain more because like I remember there were these broccoli aliens and
I do remember that episode though, like yes. And one of the most hated characters about the Powerpuff Girls, in my opinion, as well, like yes, Dick Hardly.
Yes. Despite his name, yes. I mean, like, despite his name sounding a little bit offish, he is what he actually is because. Well, after wanting to sell the Powerpuff Girls off as like some fortune, and after Professor Utonium pledged allegiance to him, but he still won't take him, and he's turned into a monster. That was just disturbing. One of the most disturbing things I've seen. So
yeah, just like the power of the chemical X just got into him. Like he's always been that since college. And yeah, another character that just went like haywire was this corrupted cop Jeff Bennett played. His name was Mike. Basically, he wouldn't do anything as a cop. He'd just go to a donut store every day and just eat donuts until he got fired, and then he kidnapped the girls.
And let's not forget also the one that you helped me to understand about, where I made my first original Darren Norris Hall of the Greats episode. I thought he was Major Man, but you told me it was Jeff Bennett. And
Yeah, like Major Man, basically it's the superhero that looked like Johnny Bravo. Huh.
and it turns out that this guy is just a phony. He's a fake hero. He just did it for attention, which is I remember seeing it once. That's all I can remember. But man,
And let's see here. Of course, there was oh yeah, Harold Smith.
yes, from the Smith family.
Yeah, they were really like it was actually the second episode that he appeared in, and I was like, "What's his backstory?" Until like actually saw the first episode he appeared in, and yeah, his family. I can't really say that much. They're just like effed up in the brains, like especially Harold. And what I liked about like the Smith family, it was like basically the Dexter's Laboratory cast voicing them.
Yes, I'm about to bring that up.
But it was just an honor to like that he was in the Powerpuff Girls, one of my favorite shows back then, and yeah, it was just awesome.
Agreed. And no, not yes, not yet. No.
Big swagger, mate.
Yeah, like immediately, yes, you already should know. If you hear the voice, it's him. And once I learned that he was also a parody of like real life musician Mick Jagger, that's
I'll be back. Something
Okay.
this awesome just came up.
Okay.
wait, yes,
The trailer.
wait, we could have watched it again.
Dang it, Blitz! Come back!
Now you know how it feels.
God dang it! Well, I was gonna wait after the stream to watch it.
Well, I'm gonna watch it right now to up the ante.
All right. Yeah, because it's posted comment right now. So,
Oh, wait. So, right, and so.
wait. I don't think it would be safe to show it on screen since it's from Nintendo. So.
All right, so that the people know. So, like, we're breaking here, people. So this is
Okay. Be right back, people.
I'm also looking forward to this person's performance. Playing Donkey Kong is Seth Rogen.
Hi there, I'm Seth Rogen, and for my entire life, I've been a fan of the worlds created by Miyamoto-san.
Oh my God!
My dog is named Zelda. Ever since I was a kid,
That is
playing,
amazing.
Choice 10, I remember
Blitz is so gonna
Mario
lose his crap over
Brothers
this.
thinking, they ever make a movie out of this, I better be in it. And I'm happy to say that dream came true. I thank you, and Zelda does too.
Thanks, Seth's son. In my neighborhood, there's a cat named Mario and a dog named Koopa. Okay then, let's press the start button again.
Yes, here it comes. Oh my God! Yes, look at that. It's like Gladiator. Are you not to? Oh! Oh my God! Yes, that looks so freaking cool. Always get the crap beat out.
Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
Oh,
Yay! But there's one problem.
oh my God! Charlie Day sounds exactly like Charles Marnette's Luigi.
Do you think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with a letter?
I mean, well, at first.
Because I don't.
Bowser is coming.
Wow.
Together, we.
Princess Peach actually does kind of look like a freaking Disney princess.
Look at us. We're adorable.
Oh, I got this. No problem.
And right now, this is giving me Lego Movie vibes.
Come on, Mario. Our mini adventure begins now. Get it out, get it out, get it out.
Oh, Oh my god. What? So wait, it's a freaking Mario Kart movie now? Oh my god. Oh, that that was freaking that was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, come on, I've already seen one of the best movies yesterday, and now this is one of the best overall thing. No, no, wait, scratch that. Both the movie yesterday, Southpaw, and this. That is officially. I can't. I can't. It's that great that I can't even talk properly.
I hear you, dude. And I think Blitz is going to be disappointed that he didn't hear Donkey Kong do the Seth Rogen last. He's going to be mad.
Oh, you think?
But I still think the trailer is great. I got to hear Luigi and Peach's voice. They both sound great.
I know. I mean, like,
And
well,
a lot
yes,
of Easter eggs, too. Like the Fire Flower, the Mario Kart, Rainbow Road. I think I saw Yoshi. And yeah, I think it's going to be a blast.
Exactly. Especially when they were racing at the end. What do you think?
That was effing amazing. I heard you guys. I'm not disappointed that he didn't talk, but I just saw the design.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
and it's just Donkey Kong being the living S out of Mario.
Yeah. And I also noticed Cranky Kong next to Toad and Peach.
Yeah, I saw that too. And when I saw the trailer, Seth Rogen mentioned that he named his dog Zelda.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's pretty awesome.
So yeah, he actually got a wish so that he can be in a Mario movie or something. So
Yeah.
That always happens to the lucky ones like Ben Schwartz.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Bro, I can't
oh
wait
man,
for next
yeah,
year.
this April. Oh yeah, and this December, I think the 9th or but there's gonna be a new theater around here, and either Alvaro or Boaz, but there's gonna be a new theater, and I can't wait for that to open up. So I'll be able to watch that next year.
Oh, that sounds really awesome.
Oh man. And yeah, I don't know if you saw it. I saw Funky Kong
No, I didn't. Where'd you see him?
when they were racing the the carts.
I saw
Well,
him
there's
too.
there were too many cards. It's hard to tell like what the characters were, but maybe like after the stream, I'll like watch it and pause it. Maybe I'll see him. But
Oh man, this is amazing. Like seriously.
I
Uh,
know, right?
and especially like one of the other toads talk instead of like the main toad. And
Yeah.
what else?
Well, it
What
makes
else?
sense because in the games, you can see like speech bubbles of them, and yeah.
Oh man, and I fully hear Charlie Days as Luigi. It's pretty good.
hmm
Yeah, and then the actor that played Peach, he didn't do bad. It's really good.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Now I see why people want her as Black Cats for live action.
Oh,
Yeah, like before, like she was Peach. Of course, other roles she played was like very similar to Black Cats. So, to Spider-Man.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh god damn! I can't wait for April.
Same.
Me too, dude. Me too.
Dang. All right, back to Mick Swagger.
Oh yeah. Well, I was about to explain. So yeah. Yeah, I immediately knew that was Jeff Bennett. And we're gonna or his voice through the accent. So yes, Mick Swagger is a version of Mick Jagger, but for their popular song by Maroon 5 called "Moves Like Jagger." One of my favorite songs. It's the reason I love Maroon 5. And the other is of course what was it? One More Night. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Mick Swagger is the idol for Luna Loud. She favors him a lot. She actually got to meet him at one point and the other stuff. And you never get to see his eyes. His hair is always covering up his eyes. And there are multiple characters besides him that have hair covering their eyes. One of them is, of course, Lucy Lau, but not the point. Mick Swagger is just a pretty chill dude.
Yeah, and just be glad Willem Dafoe was there to cheer on. Like, because remember when I showed you that clip on Instagram with him saying something about Mick Jagger? Do you remember that?
No.
Like,
Like, he was losing like his highest pitch ever. He was like, "Oh my God, Mick Jagger! Oh, do that dance!" Because people thought he was Mick Jagger.
Oh.
But other than Mick Swagger, of course, he played the coach.
yes.
Oh yeah, I'm not too much a favor him at that first, and he didn't even appear anymore.
I mean, you did see the episode where they were setting up a date with the coach.
Yeah, but at one point he straight up literally tried to kill Lincoln and Clyde. Like, no boys, I'm not mad. I'm furious. I'll get over here. Ah! I mean, that was like, whoa, chill.
But one of my favorite episodes with the coach is like the yearbook episode.
What was the yearbook episode?
Basically, Lincoln and Clyde was trying to get into the yearbook because really they didn't do any clubs or anything like that. Like how were like people supposed to like know them by? But at the end, of course, what's their combined name again?
Click and McCloud.
Yeah. So at the end of the episode, because Lincoln did something nice for Lisa, basically, and the coach put something good because Lincoln and Clyde did something good for him. And at the yearbook, it showed both of them, and they started doing this dance because the coach didn't really want to be the coach at all. He just wanted to be a dancer.
I see.
So yeah.
Huh, wow.
But yeah, it was cool that he was part of the Loud House, TV series. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Okay, now I can let it go. How about he put you out of your mystery? Call him, well, how's about Shocker?
Yeah. When I first heard his voice on Spectacular Spider-Man, he did a really good job. I don't mind Shocker having a southern drawl, but I like that version of Shocker mainly because of Jeff Bennett.
Yes, and
Well,
this is because the reason
his
why
name
he has
is-
a Texan accent because this is a different version. Of course,
Like-
the original is Herman Schultz, but this is Montana.
Yeah, Montana. And yeah. Shocker as a character, like by himself at times, yeah, he's a very cool character, but he was with the Sinister Six. Oh, that was badass.
Yes, guaranteed.
Oh man. I wish like Electro and Shocker could have teamed up just like the two of them in one episode. Because similar powers. I'm just saying.
Well, kinda like Shocker's vibration, Electro is
But like combine their powers together.
Huh. I mean, that would be kind of a little bit interesting.
Yeah. But overall, with Jeff Bennett Shocker, yeah, it was a shocker that he came up with this voice for the character, and I just really like this character. One of my favorite villains from Spectacular Spider-Man. Yeah, 100 out of 10.
Everything that you said, agreed. Okay. And yes, now before he even did play him in the Lion Guard, Jeff Bennett was his singing voice in the original
Lion
Lion
King.
movie.
Yeah, and I must say he did a really good voice. Like just replicating. That's what I like about Jeff Bennett. Like he can replicate voices just like that.
Well, impressions to be like a little bit
Like Oh yeah, okay, we'll just go your way. Like,
well, I mean, like when you say like voices, when you let's say replicate voices, you see like you mean like impressions because like because that's what they, portraits.
Okay, then sure. But Zazu, I only like the singing voice. Didn't really get to see that much of the Lion Guard, but yeah, when I heard the voice he gave, again, spot on.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Jeff Bennett either, but he still did a good job. Almost unlike his original voice actor.
I can see it now. Jeff Bennett now playing Mr. Bean in a new animated series. Oh wow,
that could work.
That is out to all you Transformers fans.
Prowl.
This is how I got introduced to Jeff Bennett and Prowl himself. So, in my days when I got introduced to Transformers through the Michael Bay franchise, I immediately enjoyed it. But what I didn't know that there was a cartoon of it, and I immediately loved it at Cartoon Network. Then of course I found out there's an '80s version of it, which was the first cartoon. But that's not besides the point. So Prowl, he's a motorcycle and he's a cop. He's wearing like his eyes like sunglasses visors, and he's also a ninja, and he's pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I used to have a toy of him, but I lost some of his parts. But what are your thoughts of Prowl?
Prowl, like, yeah, it's just like the calm type, just and yeah, I actually liked his new design, like, doing the new seasons, like Samurai, Prowl.
Yeah, in honor of his master.
Yeah. And I actually watched the episode where they actually found Prowl because Prowl was not originally in their team. It was originally
I figured.
Optimus Prime, Ratchet, Bumblebee, and Bulkhead. Like, yeah. And basically what happened is because Bulkhead and Bumblebee were doing something stupid and they blasted something through these rocks, but went through to Prowl's ship.
Ah, that's how it happened.
Yeah. And basically at first he was getting angry and all that, but Optimus Prime, offer him to give him a ride. But he's just a good sensei to many others, just a good mentor, if you want to put it like that. But it was sad that he died.
Yeah, I know.
And
I hate it when he died. I know what they're going for, but just hate that our favorite characters died.
I mean, yeah, other than Prowl and Starscream died in that episode. Hello?
I'm still here.
Christian?
Hello.
Billy Bob Thornton?
Dang, I hate when it does this. I was trying to type while talking at the same time.
Oh, okay. But did you hear what I said?
Yes, I did, and I agree with you.
Okay, then. But Prowl, 100 out of 10.
Yep, same here.
Yep, I'll get to it eventually, but I'll take your word for it. And now I want the more impressive and cool sounding voices.
Soundwave. This how I got introduced to Soundwave. This is Jeff Bennett. You can't really tell it's Jeff Bennett because of the vocoder voice, but holy crap, does he sound awesome playing a Soundwave. So, before Soundwave was like this. This was a gift by Sarah's father for her birthday, but of course it was also Megatron's plan to create a robot body of himself. But each time, Sorry keeps making Soundwave stronger by using her Allspark key, which mistake which she didn't know at the time. So after the last ignition, that she put the key into Soundwave, he started to realize his elf, and then Megatron through TV screens told Soundwave that he should be a Decepticon and should kill humans, and that machines should rule and stuff. And then Soundwave brainwashed a few robots of the city and started upgrading himself, and there we go. And then his voice changed a bit, and it just sounds dang cool. I'm a real sucker for cool robot voices. You know what I mean?
I mean, then again, there's a secret to how they did Soundwave's voice, and every actor did this at least. Yes, because of course they added the audio, but this is how they actually did it. So yeah, this is actually. So for Soundwave's voice, they would do a gravelly, scratchy voice, "I am Soundwave," and then they would just put that audio with a sound effect, basically.
I was just found out what voice that Jeff used for Soundwave before the full coding.
Even though he just explained it.
I mean, anything's possible. But Soundwave, this is actually how I got introduced to him as well. And boy, oh boy, he has one of the coolest designs in animated.
Dang straight, dude.
Yep, and it's a 100 out of 10.
Infinity, it's just that great, man. I'll never get tired of hearing that voice.
And now off to Keswick, Larry, Ollie, and Shermoose from Tough Puppy. So super genius science guy, Professor Keswick. He is one of the most decent and level-headed characters, and I really do like the Jerry Lewis inspired impression and stuttering. Of course, that's that's the most fun with doing the voice as well. It's kind of like doing Porky Pig in a way.
Yeah, it's just funny about him. My favorite thing is an episode where they're on a cruise and he's trying to sing karaoke night. For my first number, I would like to sing a little ditty called Row, 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 Rah, 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 Rah. Your boat! Keep your shirt on, cowboy. I was getting to that. And it just made me laugh so hard. I first saw it on YouTube and it's just so funny.
And Blitz, what was that you said? Blitz?
What?
Oh, you were saying something. What was that?
I was agreeing, like, yeah. And yeah, my opinion about Keswick, like, yes, he's, like, one of the best from the team. Even though there was that one episode where he felt, like, unappreciated and all that.
Yes. But then again, like he's still always gonna be there no matter what.
But my only thing about that episode was, like, my favorite, like, scene. It was, like, when they were getting, like, almost trapped. But, like, I like the tube was like, it was so funny. Oh, man. Because, like, yeah, of course, like, one of the coolest scientists, like, characters. Like, yeah, I like what he does with Jerry Lewis's, like, voice, basically. It kind of reminds me of what Foop does in Very Odd Parents.
And could you like explain much more on that? So,
like, what is it, like, whenever he tries to, like, kick up or something?
what? Not really.
Oh, okay, then. But yeah, Keswick, yeah, 100 for me.
Same here.
Yes, agree. And now with Larry, yeah, it's a bit much more. I would say a little nerdier version of Jerry Lewis, or kind of like reminds me of like, oh yeah, like, it's kind of like a similar voice that he did for Shelton from The Replacements, like that.
I mean, yeah, that would help. Like, yeah, and yeah, even though, like, despite him being like one of the characters that just gets abused a lot, especially from Snapchat, Larry, at least in one episode he proves himself to, like, say, because he left Doom to, like, work on his own.
Yes.
But yeah, there are times where Larry could be, just be a little bit annoying, which, but I just like the voice.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So yeah, for Larry, I have to say 8 out of 10.
Yeah, me too. Now for Ollie, he is Satrap's right hand man. I just love his accent.
It'd have been more frightening if you want a real bit of screen, boss.
Ew. And I remember, like, when they're having their lunch, he was like, "Traitor me," and they realized that he was allergic to cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's this one episode. I don't remember what it is, but every time either Satrap does damage or wants to buy something, he just pulls out some money. He's like,
Yeah, I do feel bad for him, like, every time he does that. Then again, isn't Snapchat the one that's paying him, so it's technically Snapchat's money? Then again, like, Ollie did work for that, so, like, yeah.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, sure.
But yeah, for Ollie, I give him a 10 out of 10.
Me too. He's just a really great character. Even though he's a villain, I still think he's cool.
Yeah. And you, Fresh?
Yes, I also do like the accents. I like how he's the voice of reason and one of the more intelligent members of Doom, and it's pretty cool about this stick of incompetent henchmen incompetent villains whose henchman is much more better at doing evil. so in a way.
Well, of course, like the henchman is smarter, but the villain's dumber.
Yeah, that's what it just like with Dr. Draken and
Shigo. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but yes.
It's like one of those villain situations. Like the henchman gets an idea, and if it's like, "Shut up! I'm trying to get an idea." What if? Yeah, that's exactly the same thing I did.
Yeah, I do remember those. All right, then. Next up is you want to do it first, or should I?
No, you do that. Go ahead. Man.
All right, kids. Now it's time for the Quacky Show. Come on, Quacky.
Oh, hey everyone! So the Sharon Moose, yes, it's really cool that Jeff Bennett was able to do that voice. I actually thought he was voiced by some black guy, but it turns out it's kind of like if Jeff Bennett was using a black guy voice impression, and it sounded really nice. I like that voice.
When I first heard his voice, I honestly thought it was Kevin Mockridge doing the voice. But finding out that was Jeff Bennett was pretty good.
All right, who is it?
What? What?
Who is it?
The sharing moves. Like, I thought it was Kevin Mockridge, but it was Jeff Bennett the whole time.
Oh, I forgot. We're still on here.
Where are
Okay,
your ears?
sorry, but so who's the Sherry Moose?
The sharing moves, of course, he's the kid. He's the guy that reminds people to share. Like, you better share the mic because you cock out all the time because you got a big mouth.
Yeah, before I kick your ass, little boy. But the sharing moves as like Quacky's assistant, yeah, he's a really he's a cool I would say bodyguard at that point.
Yeah, and I like that one ending. He was like, "And don't forget to tell your parole officer, or the man will hunt you down."
Yeah, sharing moves, yeah, he gets it 1,000 from me.
And a little minor one, of course, he was also very subtle. Since like Agent Nuts, the squirrel who is.
Oh yeah, that dude. Like I remember one episode that I first saw him in where they're pretending to be something else for Dudley's mom, and of course he messed it up by slapping Dudley's butt because there is not because he's a squirrel, Agent Nuts, but he's a little bit of a wacko.
Yes, wacko. But overall, with these kind of roles from Tough Puppy, yes, another Butch Hartman, great success. It was pretty awesome for Jeff Bennett.
Well, of course, it's one of his best shows he's played in.
Well, then again, there's various roles from especially from Fair Odd Parents, but we'll get to that point.
Oh yes, we will. No, wait. No, it's not. No, wait.
What were you about to do?
I was about to. Wait, I lost it. Where is it?
The Big Bad Wolf. Yes, just from the plate. and up.
Oh, okay, there it is. Attention all campers, it's time for Camp Laszlo.
I see what he did there. So yeah, Raj, when I was little, I thought it was just some guy doing Indian accent, but when I got older, find out that was Jeff Bennett. Holy crap, he did really good.
Yeah, from my point of view, yes, he did really good with the Indian voice. It was really impressive to me.
Yeah, when you're younger, we grew up with Rob Paulsen. You would think that would be Rob Paulsen, but it wasn't.
Well, then again, no, I didn't think it was Rob Paulsen.
Well, I didn't think so, but I was just trying to make a point if someone else thought it was Rob Paulsen instead of Jeff Bennett. But Raj, being the best friend of Laszlo and what's that other dude's name?
Clam.
Thank you, Clam. So yeah, he is a bit of a worrywart all the time and stuff, but I still think he's a nice character.
I mean, yeah, just he's just the good friend of the friend group of Camp Laszlo. And what else can I say about him? He's just a good character. But with Samson, yes, with Samson, I can't really say that much. I just prefer Ross more.
Well, except for the fact that he's one of those nerds that has problems, and he needs an inhaler, and every time he talks, he does this, he sounds like a penguin.
If I'm not mistaken, does he not use Larry's voice as well?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. So, what's your guys' opinion about Samson? I know Christian is saying,
he's the right character. I think he's pretty funny, and I think if I'm mistaken, I saw on Google many years ago that he and that Owl with Glasses had a relationship with each other for a little bit.
Rude.
I do remember watching an episode. I read one episode's trivia page about how there was one episode about Raj and Samson together, and they went lost, and it was all and it once said Jeff. One comment was Jeff Bennett should have gotten an award because of playing off these two characters. And I agree.
I mean, yeah, and then wasn't there another character this big buff ranger dude?
Yes, that was Commander Hoo Ha. He's revealed to be the daughter of Patsy.
Whoa! Wow.
What?
Okay.
Wait.
One at a time. Okay. For you, Christian, yes. At first, yes, this guy named Commander Hoo Ha, he's apparently a water buffalo or a buffalo, whatever he is. He's like a very tough guy, and he is revealed to be the father of this chick named Patsy Smiles, who is the mongoose girl who is crazily obsessed with Laszlo.
Oh, okay. So I guess he married Patsy's species then. All right, good to know. I didn't know the character, so that's why I didn't add him. Also, I didn't add him, but you do know these characters. Edward's brothers that are voiced by Jeff Bennett.
Oh yes. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh man, I'm glad you post that on your second channel. Oh man, that always cracks me up, especially when you laugh.
Yeah, now that it's all into my brain again, I have to remember to use that every now and then. Right.
Yeah. Also, the owl girl with glasses. Talk about her name is Almondine. Wow, you named your daughter after a nut that to make it sound feminine. What the heck?
Wait, what are you even talking about?
You know the out girl with glasses in the show Camp Laszlo?
Oh, right. Yes, also played by Jodie Benson, right?
Yeah, and her name is Almondine. You take almond and the nut and then ein like vine and just combine it. That's what her name is apparently.
Sure, I guess if that was the idea, but
Yeah. So just nickname her Almond then. All right. So without that topic aside, for all these characters from Camp Laszlo, Jeff Bennett did an excellent job. Still shocker to find out that he voiced Raj. He still did an excellent job. I give him all 100 and infinity.
1,000 American jillion mother.
okay, I like that voice, and I agree with both of you.
Thank you. Goodbye. Next one.
Let me see. Oh wait, yes, we seem to have like been misplaced because apparently we're just throwing names around and can't keep them all together because it. I just found you.
Yeah, I was just typing down names while I was going through Beyond the Voice Actors. So yeah,
We
so
just try to keep them together.
yeah. Besides Pearl, there's another character in Transformers Prime I got just to named Ultra Magnus. Before I saw the Transformers 80s movies, which I like both characters, but I prefer Ultra Magnus in that one because I like his personality design. I like Transformers and version because of Jeff Bennett. But to this one, he's like the leader of the Autobots. Not like on the team, but like leader of all Autobots. So like he wields a hammer called the Storm Hammer or something like that, and he's just like a wise guy and stuff, being a mentor to Optimus, but he doesn't always like look it down to him because like I guess Optimus like failed his training in Elite Guard, and it just told him don't try to be a hero, it's not your programming. But like later in the episodes, I don't know how it happened, but I think Shockwave killed him because he was torn apart.
Dang.
Yeah, I didn't see the episode, but yeah. Oh yeah, so you did.
I did. Like, it's the same episode that, Ratchet and Phantom went to Cybertron.
Right. And speaking of Van Zone, so yeah, he's a human and he hates machines. He says it all the time, whether machine malfunctions or the Autobots like wreak a little bit havoc or something. It's like, this is why I hate machines. I just love how he says it all the time. My favorite moment is like in one episode, I think is where Starry got kidnapped by the Dinobots or something else. I can't remember. But he's trying to talk to one of the officers through a phone, but he's trying to hang it up or something. Is like, and it can't turn it off, and it's just short circuited and stuff. But yeah, Fan Zone. I mean, I don't blame him for being upset. I mean, because he's the type of guy who doesn't want machines around and stuff. And it's just like an old school guy, but I still think he's pretty funny.
I mean, yeah, he kind of reminds me of those guys from like Brooklyn, New York, like with that kind of voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like these two out, Ultra Magnus, like 9 out of 10. Fan Zone, like yeah, he's a hilarious guy. 100 out of 10.
Yeah, both 10.
Guys, hey, guys,
What?
come with me. Let's go and see a place called Candy Island.
Peppermint Larry.
Peppermint Larry from Most Adventure Slap.
Slow down, Roadrunner.
Well, I'll just put Flapjack because I didn't feel like putting the whole name. So Peppermint Larry, another role I got just to Jeff Bennett. What's noticeable about him with this? You can see his gums every time he opens his mouth. It just was unsettling for me. But for Peppermint Larry, he's an alright guy. Although he is very lonely enough that he built a woman out of candy and called it Candy Wife. So, yeah, he's a little lost in there, if you know what I mean.
Oh, there's a theory about that.
What?
About Peppermint Larry and like what you just mentioned right now about that woman made out of candy. So
Candy Wife.
Yeah, Candy Wife. So basically, he went to the Adventure Time universe.
Mm-hmm.
And he fell.
I get it.
Yeah, and that Candy Wife is supposed to represent Princess Bubblegum because he fell in love with her, basically. But when he had to go back, he could have just, it was all the candy that got in his head, so that's what led him to make, the Candy Wife.
Oh, wow.
That makes a lot of sense.
And that was way before Adventure Time came around.
Oh, really?
I know, I was just trying to make a point, but what are your thoughts on Larry?
Interesting.
It was kind of funny for me when I got introduced to him in this short where he was just waving these flags around to attract ships, and later on, of course, he became one of my most favorite roles from Jeff.
Yeah, and don't forget he's scared of a few things, but you know who he's scared of the most?
Pickles.
Who?
Well, Pickles, and there was also
Oh, yeah, that's right. He is. I actually forgot about that. So, yeah, thanks for the nostalgic memory unlock.
But Blitz didn't really explain the real deal though.
Like the dog hag.
Oh,
the what?
Yeah, the dog hag, that woman voiced by Darren Norris, you are the ugliest kid I've ever seen.
Oh,
yeah, because apparently for she's just a tough lady. First, what's her job basically?
I mean, what else? Since the dog hag, she just does things on the dog, I guess, apparently. But I guess no, wait. I mean, it's been some time, but go on.
But then again, he made Knuckles and Flapjack, chop some fish.
Oh, I mean, well, I guess sometimes it either depends whether or not that he cares about giving candy.
And I remember this one clip from YouTube where, what was it? Peppermint. Was it Larry or Knuckles or Flapjack? I can't remember, but they were basically putting about a puppet show, basically.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, it was all due to the candy barrel being shut down because the dog hag thought that he put the puppet down there. So he put on a show for everyone, but was ridiculing Flapjack, Knuckles, and Bubby.
I didn't hear a single word you said. You're glitching.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm not doing this. Yeah.
I kind of heard it, but yeah, I got your points. Yeah. I know that he played other roles, but Peppermint Larry's the main one.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't question.
And now the what? Partly Gaga with a few hints of schizophrenia.
The Creeper from the New Batman Adventures. I didn't know who he was. I actually got introduced to him in Just League Unlimited, but he didn't talk. But I fully got introduced to him in this one. Of course, this was combined with the Batman animated series because it's a sequel to it. So this guy,
Jack Ryder.
Yeah, Jack Ryder, because I actually wrote it down too, but that's not besides the point. So, yeah, he's just a news reporter, but after being captured by the Joker, and he got a dose of Joker's laughing gas, and then falling into the ice chemicals then there we go. Creeper was born. So he's basically the Joker, but a lot more insane. But he's still a good guy. Well, kind of. He's trying to be a good guy, but a little delusional mind and stuff. But I still think he's pretty interesting. I just love how Jeff Bennett voiced him. It just sounds awesome.
Same here. Like got introduced to his really got introduced for his origin story on Watch Mojo. So there's that.
All right, cool.
And Blitz, any comments?
Honestly,
Oh.
no.
Oh, probably because you haven't seen him before.
No shit. What do you expect? Yes. I'm like the guy that watches everything. Yes, I watched this movie. I watched this show. Oh, God forbid, I don't have a life at that point.
Whoa, okay, like that. That just got
Well,
dark.
I suggest you get HBO Max. You can always watch the animated
Listen.
series.
I'm not downloading HBO Max because I watch cartoon online. That's my thing.
Okay, I get that, but it's easier for you to watch it on HBO Max because it's that
And-
good. You can also watch
And I'm just
Harley
gonna
Quinn
put
on
this
there.
out there. You gotta pay for HBO Max. I'm not paying for that shit. That's why I have Netflix.
Well, you can ask your mom to pay for it.
I'm not like you asking my mommy for money.
Hey,
I
hey,
don't
our
know why
HBO
you
Max
laughing.
our HBO
I
Max
don't know
pays
why
for
you
itself.
laughing, Chris.
Because it's the way you said it, okay? I mean, like, what do you expect? Because you're the freaking comedian in the group, huh?
Okay, so since apparently I'm a comedian, I'm about to say some words to you. You shouldn't be laughing. Didn't you tell your mommy about the money about some StreamYard?
Well, okay, that was a long time ago. I don't still do that. That was just one time.
One time. Okay, then.
I spelled wasabi on my shirt one time, people. One time.
Oh, okay.
Wow. But you guys get the point. But I
Yeah.
seen the creeper's like design, like as I did hear a bit of his voice from Jeff Bennett. I also do know he appeared in Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yes, I do know that, but I prefer the new Batman Adventures because it's just a lot better.
Lex.
Okay. Whatever you do, you need to stop him at all costs. He's a danger to everybody, but apparently another guy is so much more better.
John Wick.
Right here.
Oh.
Okay, so Bloopy Pants, I always thought of him as just a random Foster's Home character. I thought he's just like a background character, but he's just been appearing in more episodes. Like in this one called Schlockstar, I get to know a little bit about his character, find out that Jeff Bennett voiced him, and when he explained it to me, I misunderstood. I thought they're going to meet a character voiced by Jeff Bennett that has a great singing voice, but finding out that Blobby Pants was the one that's singing. Holy mother of crap! That is just awesome.
Yeah, there's a thing called getting ears first, and yes, it did prove his magic here. This was the pinnacle of how I got introduced to his like musicality here.
I know, right? When he sang it, I forgot what the song is called, but wow, can he sing?
It was about designer jeans.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, he just nailed it, man. And in the episode, also, because Blue wanted to do the band that with the Bloppy and his friends, but it didn't go so well. And he tried to do his own way, but of course, Bloppy helped him out and stuff, and they actually did awesome. And that's why everyone wondering there's a cursed name. All right, who wants to say it?
All right, let's just say like everyone knows.
Bendy. God forbid.
Okay,
like,
so I'll explain it. All right, so an episode called "Everyone Knows Bendy Did It" or something like that.
I
So,
just said it, you dingus. Everyone knows it's Bendy.
oh, okay. But anyway, so a kid is dropping off a imaginary friend named Bendy. The parents say that Bendy is like causing havoc. But the others think that the kid is blaming Bendy, so the parents leave in anger. So they try to get along with Bendy, but yeah, Bendy is known for his true colors. That he is a typical punk. Blue for his crimes and stuff, and yeah, and so everyone else is getting in trouble for Bendy, and then Blue had an idea to get Bendy caught, but of course ended up getting caught himself because I mentioned that he's the one that had to transfer Bendy and stuff. So, and I really hated that, and I'm glad that was his only appearance in the show. Hello?
Oh yeah, he's muted.
Oh, well, you're recording.
Because I'm writing something down on the chat, so that's why it's taking
Oh,
a while. But yeah,
okay.
both of Jeff Bennett's character, the first one, yeah. Even though I didn't hear a singing voice, I do like the voice he gives, like so innocent. Unlike the other character, yes, he might seem innocent with the voice, but he's just like Blue on drugs.
Yeah. All I knew is Jeff Bennett, but I just don't like the character. No disrespect to Jeff Bennett. So yeah, Bloppy, I give a 9. Bendy to 0, -0.
Okay, like what was the raspberry before that?
You know.
I mean,
Okay.
usually you do it when you slip up because you talk too freaking fast, like you're on coffee acid.
No, I did it for Bendy because
Well, you could just be clear about that the first time because it just threw us off.
Cause you're a cuz.
Problem, cuz.
Yeah, I got a problem. I'm still writing this down. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, like, even though we won't get to nearly all of them because we got other people to thank.
Yeah, I went overboard, but yeah.
Well, no surprise there on drugs.
I mean, I even knew when I was coming to this year, I was like, what's the point of writing? Because she's going to do all the work. So I was like, let me just chill here for a second. Yep.
Anyway, pick the next one, please.
If Frida doesn't want Sergio's protection, maybe she wants Senor Siniestro.
So, yeah.
Right here, yes. Of course, he started out as a young cowboy. He started as a young wannabe cowboy until his entire reason to become a villain is mainly mistaking his age. He said that he belonged at kindergarten, but he said that he's in the 7th grade, and of course, it caused him to be ridiculed and mocked by everybody until he built this this giant robotic cowboy suits, and he became one of many's just despised enemies ever since. And of course, like I do like how the voice. Oh wait, it's glitching, isn't it?
No.
Oh
No.
Oh, okay. So, but anyway, like I do like how like it switches from his normal voice to a different manly type of voice.
Well, yeah, and what I liked about this character is like, yeah, him. It was just like him as a secret as a kid this whole time, just having a crush on Frida. Of course, I did like that episode with him and Dr. Chipotle Jr.
Yes.
Yeah. For his character in El Tigre, 9 out of 10.
Same.
God damn. Let's see. Yeah, I'm really surprised about this next one. It's
Yep. I was surprised too because I didn't know that was Jeff Bennett. But in this episode, I forgot what it's called, but of course there's a typical Plankton plan to get this secret formula, but also a subplot. Mr. Krabs and along with this other guy built like a stadium for the football players and stuff. Of course, with the pipeline, it's all cheap and stuff. And this guy is like the owner of this stuff, and he is just mad at them for creating these pipes so cheap and stuff. Because when everyone flushes the toilet, and disperse the pipes and stuff. But he's still a pretty alright character.
sounds cool. I'll take your word for that.
Mhm.
All right, now we go into something much more darker. You must trick or treat or die.
The submarine trickster. I'll let you guys explain.
Well, thank you. Like seriously, taking all the spotlight here.
Yeah, that's why they call him Big Mouth now.
So the submarine trickster, like, yes, it all started with this episode because apparently you can celebrate Halloween in the summer, which brought the title Summerween.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I liked about the episode, like, yes, submarine trickster voiced by Jeff, and like one of like like one of the how would I describe it? Like, yes, it was badass, but like one of the also
The
creepy.
darkest, you could say darkest roles.
Yeah, darkest, because like that's like how deep he went with the voice, But what I liked about the episode was like she was messing with those skull heads.
Yes.
But basically, the story about him is like just seeing how like Kenny was getting wasted every year, and he was so sad about that. But Sue's like cheered him up, saying like he actually liked the candy inside of him.
Well, there's a reason why, because people refer to candy as loser candy. The not good kind.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good to see him in Gravity Falls. Played a really good character. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Agreed.
It's been a while since I've seen Summerween, but I'll give you guys word for it. I'll agree with your role.
I especially remember that end of the episode, like Uncle Sam was trying to scare these little kids, but at the end of the episode, when he tried to take a shower, bam,
Yeah.
just scarred them for life.
Silence! You have insulted me. And for this you must
Okay, I heard a voice clip, and yeah, you're right. He does sound awesome.
Yes, sir. And wait, right. He also played the principal in the flashback in the episode A Tale of Two Stands.
Yeah, he did, like, Mr. Pines. Yeah, I just love the voice he just gave to that character.
Really?
Sounds hippie-like, if I could, say that.
All right, cool.
It was like, what about our little Stanley? That lunatic. At this rate, he'll be lucky to even graduate high school. That type of fun, because of course he's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't stop the beat and go. Yosemite Sam.
I see what you did there, dude. That's good.
That's right. At this point, Jeff Bennett is also one of the many good successors to perfectly nail the roles, especially with Yosemite Sam and Foghorn Leghorn. Yosemite Sam, I got introduced to him in his version of Looney Tunes Back in Action, and let's see, I would place him as my second favorite of Foghorn Leghorn. I mean, second favorite voice. The first one being Maurice LaMarche, and along with some character named Nasty Canasta, that's awesome as well. And Foghorn Leghorn. Anyway, and for you with Yosemite?
Same to you. I got used to his version in Back in Action. He did really well. It makes him sound like Yosemite Sam.
Fair enough. Blitz?
Let's see here. Yes, I did see behind the voice actors. I did hear the clips because I was watching the voice comparison. Yeah, and no disrespect to Jeff. Well, this makes sense because as a Texas man, because Jeff is from Texas.
That will explain why he gave Shocker that made Japan voice Shocker with a southern accent. That actually makes sense.
No, because they made him as a version.
Yeah, but yeah, for Yosemite Sam, they're really good for the movie. I give it an 8 out of 10.
10.
And with Foghorn Leghorn now, I got introduced to him in a Geico commercial.
A Geico commercial.
Yeah, it was like could switch into Geico, save you $50 or more, blah blah blah. And with Foghorn Leghorn, make a really bad book narrator, and then it switched to it was the best of times. I say it was the worst of times until he got hit in the head by Henry Hawk.
Oh man, I gotta see that after the stream.
Just be glad that he's not part of a KFC commercial like Family Guy.
Oh yeah, because that's Segment Farms version. It just came in. He's like, "Hello," and it just shuts his head. He's like, "Well," it just run out like a head shut up. Wait, what?
She got his head cut off.
Yeah, but but yeah, I agree that Jeff Bennett voicing Sam and Foghorn Leghorn, he did really good. And now for Daffy, one of the times I heard his voice was in the short where it's about him as like surrounded by a whiteboard and an artist like messing around with him. Turns out it was bugs, of course. But my favorite part is where the artist dressed him as a cowboy. Of course, they weren't sound at first, but when he played it sound, it's like a machine gun and then a car horn. And then he special guitar as a donkey, and then we took off the clothes and took away the guitar. He tried to say something, but it's like a rooster crow, a monkey, and then he starts screaming. It's just funny.
And now to finish off with the Foghorn section, like I say, like he is the best Foghorn, like voice ever. I would say, with Sylvester and Daffy, it was very surprising, but he did decent.
I give them all a 10.
Blitz, your side?
Yeah, for Sam, I said 8. Foghorn, a 9. I really didn't hear his Sylvester voice. Daffy, yeah, it was really surprising when Fresh posted his original Hall of Grades 2 years ago, and I give it a 10.
Oh, all right. And now let's see. I'm just break it for a minute. We will pick this up. We'll just intermission.
4.
Show my name.
What?
Nothing.
Wait. What? Say that again. What?
No, never mind.
But in the meantime, let's see. And don't worry, I'll make sure that nothing bad happens this time. Okay.
So whoever shows that ad with the paint.
Keep talking about it, it's gonna come true.
Christmas ends tonight.
Oh my God, said this flaw.
It's an instant holiday classic.
Yeah, I mean, like at first I thought this was some kind of joke, but it was like, oh, it's for real.
Yeah, I've seen this commercial a million times.
Holy.
Hi, my name is Van.
Okay, so I'm just gonna step out, but
we'll
get back on track.
Yeah, he's basically me, but more Filipino.
I hope you enjoy 107 facts you should know about Johnny Bravo.
When Cartoon Network was still new, one of the boldest characters it had to offer was Johnny Bravo, the Elvis-like smooth talker who wasn't as smooth as he thought. Premiering in 1997, Johnny Bravo is still an icon today and being smacked by women in reruns. So get your best Johnny pose ready, because this is 107 facts about Johnny Bravo. Let's get started. Johnny Bravo was one of Cartoon Network's first original series, along with Cow and Chicken, Dexter's Laboratory, and the Powerpuff Girls. The concept for Johnny Bravo came from creator Van Partible's senior thesis in college. It was originally called The Three Elvis and was about 3 Elvis impersonators who fought crime. The 3 Elvis then became what was known as the Meso Blues and instead featured an aging Elvis impersonator. Partible loved cartoons ever since he was little, collecting tons of Marvel and DC comics, as well as going to Disneyland every year with his family. When it came to animating Johnny Bravo, Partible sought to recreate the feel and look of old Hanna-Barbera cartoons in his own work. Partible's professor at Loyola Marymount University, Dan McLaughlin, enjoyed Meso Blues so much that he showed it to a friend working at Hanna-Barbera Studios. It was well received by the studio, and they urged Partible to pitch it to Cartoon Network. Joe Barbera took a special interest in the show and served as a mentor to Partible by sitting in on development and helping by answering questions and creating jokes. Partible took his original character from Meso Blues and changed him to be more of a James Dean-inspired character who speaks like Elvis. When Partible pitched his show, all the women in the room laughed while the men almost turned down the idea completely. Goes to show that the iconic womanizer was in fact a lady killer. Meso Blues has never been released to the public in full, but a few clips can be found on the extras of Johnny Bravo Season 1 in a short documentary called Bringing Up Johnny Bravo. The name Johnny Bravo was inspired by an episode of The Brady Bunch, where Greg Brady was nicknamed the next Johnny Bravo. Partible also stated that he drew influence from his own middle name, Giovanni, which is a translation of Johnny in Italian. Johnny's iconic blonde pompadour was inspired by Brad Pitt's hair in the film Johnny Suede. Partible reached out to Ed Benedict, a longtime animator at Barbera.
Okay, that's funny.
For his show.
Didn't think Brad Pitt as Johnny Bravo.
Retirement to help and was surprised when he agreed to meet with him. Benedict agreed to do some concept designs for Johnny Bravo, as long as he had no deadline. He also explained to Partible that he wasn't doing it for the money, because he didn't need it. Partible took that to mean that Benedict did it for their
camaraderie and was grateful. He described the arrival of every piece of Benedict's artwork being like getting a Christmas present in the mail. In concept art of Johnny, it's noted that Johnny likes to stick out his butt and his chest. The artists were instructed to do so whenever possible. Yes, sir. There is concept art of Bunny Bravo without her glasses, but in the end, she, like Johnny, is never seen without her tinted shades. Like Mother likes. Much of Johnny Bravo's character was influenced by the late Elvis Presley, but Partible also took the liberty of naming the city in which Johnny lives Aaron City, after the king's middle name. Many of his catchphrases were also similar to things Elvis said, such as Bravo's lines, thank you very much, whoa mama, and hey there little mama. A fictional character who inspired part of Johnny Bravo is Danny Zuko from Greece. Partible wrote in his blog that Johnny carries the torch with his stereotypical macho personality, which overshadows the fact that, at their core, they're both loyal and good-natured. Many of Johnny's animated movements were inspired by Michael Jackson's dance moves. Now that's one smooth criminal. I mean, character. Partible knew that despite Johnny's eccentric personality, he was still a relatable character, and people would be able to see traits and characteristics in Johnny of people they knew. Partible explained Johnny's familiarity further, saying, people know this character because they have uncles, cousins, friends who act like Johnny Bravo. It's fun to watch even though he's kind of a narcissist. In an interview, Partible described Johnny as a guy who doesn't get it. He's kind of sleazy, but he has a good heart and listens to his mom. Aww. Since Elvis was very devoted to taking care of his mother when he was alive, Partible wanted to create that same parallel with Johnny and his mother, so he made them very close in the show, and Bunny Bravo often babies him. Partible explained that it was good for Johnny to be surrounded by females in the show, so they could help humanize him and teach this over-the-top character how to behave, although it rarely stuck. Little Susie was created with the idea that Johnny needed a lady in his life that he couldn't possibly try to seek out romantically. Partible loved the idea of having such a young girl be Johnny's intellectual equal and friend. Johnny isn't the type of guy to try and hit on girls at a bar or any place that a normal adult would think of. He would try at random places, like a birthday party. This gave the character depth and made the show that much funnier for kids and adults alike. Butch Hartman, who you may know as the Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom creator, was also a writer and director for Johnny Bravo. Hartman and Partible explained that when creating the show, nobody was too concerned about some of the adult humor that made it into the episodes. Cartoon Network was still pretty new at the time and didn't have too many viewers yet, so the network was pretty lenient. Johnny Bravo's pilot first aired on Cartoon Network's What a Cartoon Shorts program in 1995 through Hanna-Barbera Animation Studios. While Partible was working on the pilot, he happened to share an office with Craig McCracken, the creator of Powerpuff Girls, Paul Rudish, a designer for Powerpuff Girls, and Gendy Tartakovsky, the creator of Dexter's Lab and Samurai Jack. In addition to Butch Hartman, another awesome creative was also working alongside Partible on Johnny Bravo. It was Seth MacFarlane, who is the creator of Family Guy, just in case you haven't been paying attention to life. Mr. Barbera himself acted as a writing consultant for 6 weeks during the show's development. However, no one was aware that the network was being charged to have Joe Barbera involved in the meetings. Seeing there was no such budget, they had to let Joe Barbera go. What made Jeff Bennett, the voice of Johnny Bravo, stand out when he auditioned was that he added to the character. He ad-libbed Johnny's karate chop sound effects mid-sentence and was hired after that. Mae Whitman, the voice of Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender, started working as the voice actress for Little Susie when she was just 5 years old. Johnny's
makes sense, because she was
a character, but also with the kids who fell in love with the show as well.
She was a child actor.
Partible explained that one of the most challenging parts of any cartoon is finding writers who can write funny. He was fortunate enough to find a hilarious group of writers that made him laugh out loud.
Yeah, French told me this, that
one of the
Rob posted knew Mae Whitman as a little child.
Break the fourth wall.
Ah, cool.
Because we call it Mae Whitman's mom actually worked on the original TMNT series.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
And if I go here,
and paint. Partible took inspiration for animation between the show called The Joker Boys by Warner Brothers, where scenes would blur or smear to get from one.
Oh yeah, she played Mona Lisa in the original series.
Funny in the end. Johnny Bravo officially premiered on Cartoon Network in 1997. The show ran for 5 seasons, had 2 holiday specials, and concluded in 2004. Cartoon Network did not initially renew the show after the first season due to low ratings, but the series was then reworked without Partible. For seasons 2 and 3, Kirk Tingblad took over as director. During seasons 2 and 3, rather than writing scripts, the writers would outline the episodes in a room and write down all the important beats and jokes. They would then have the storyboard artists draw out rough sketches and post-it notes to help cut down on time and miscommunication. This method is still used today for cartoons like Regular Show
and SpongeBob SquarePants. Eventually, Linda Simensky and Khaki Jones at Cartoon Network wanted to bring Partible back in to help work on the Johnny Bravo Christmas special. Partible said that the Christmas episode marked his return to the show. Some fans noticed the changes that the show went through in humor. The first and last seasons, as well as the pilot, concentrated more on his mature humor. He was more socially lacking and somewhat of a loser, while
I'm back! You already said that. Well, wait, what the? Oh, now I see. Seriously, Blitz.
I had this sound for a while. You didn't notice?
Well, I wanted to see what was the full thing. All I saw was Seth Rogen is and I thought it was gonna be Spirit Animal, but that's even better.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't paying attention because I was looking through Chris Summer's roles and other voice actors, but not and noticed it.
But no, let's just try to like hustle up. All right now. Well, this is all you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was running a community tab. Okay, so yeah, the many characters he played in Fanboy and Chum Chug.
Wait, time out.
What?
Wow, Doll Nader. So I don't remember him being a doll. I thought he collected money.
Dolor and Natar.
But that's okay. Anyway, continue, please.
Well, yeah, Boog, one of the first characters to see in Fanboy and Chum Chum. Like, yeah, and this is the first time that he was actually using the impression for like his character Boog, and he actually did the voice. Like Jeff Bennett actually did the voice for a fan in this YouTube video.
Yes, like I remember, like she was like, "Can you do the voice, Boog?" And he was like, "Oh, of course, I'm gonna bop you. I'm gonna bop you."
Bop. Yeah, he was known for that. Like, he was not like the best character Fanboy Chum Chum, but he was memorable.
Yes.
Yeah. I give him like a 5 out of
10. 7.
Mr. Muffin, the teacher, for Fanboy Chum Chum.
Mufflin.
Yeah.
It's Mufflin.
Wait a minute. But why are you laughing? This is not your conversation. Go away. Okay, Mr. Mufflin.
I'm still listening though.
Shh. Get out. Mr. Mufflin. Shh. Mr. Mufflin, yes. Shh, be quiet. Mr. Mufflin was, I wouldn't say one of the greatest teachers, but he was definitely like boring here and there. But he did have his good moments.
Agreed.
Yeah, for him, I give him a 6 out of
10. Same as you. Oh no, wait. 4.
Okay, now for one of his 2 best characters. Yes, one of them being Antarctica. Like, yes, he was a really cool superhero.
Okay, all right, Mr. Punch.
I didn't mean that, but as I caught on, I was like, oh damn. But Antarctica, like, you gotta admit, he's a very good superhero.
Yeah, you would say that since he does deliver presents to everybody in town, you might say yes, just a superhero version of Santa Claus in a way.
Yep. And then for him, 10 out of 10.
Agreed. I'm the break Arctic wind.
Yeah. All right. The global warmer. Basically, he was Antarctica's arch nemesis.
Oh, now that's even much more better.
Yeah, playing both villain and hero. It's kind of like with Troy Baker, Batman, Joker. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Even though I saw him in one episode, only one time, I give him 4 out of 10.
I'll take a word for that because I just quit watching the show later on. So.
And I believe this is Dr. What was it?
He had that pretend. He pretend.
Yeah, I know he's he was a dental surgeon, but he's also a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I only saw him once, and I give him a 4 out of
10. 9.
All right, next up, Kyle's talking book.
Oh, yes, the Necronomicon. I do like the way how he does sound like this.
I do, you gotta say, for a talking book, he does, put some sense to Kyle here and there, but, for him, I gave him a 9 out of 10.
Oh, yes, I agree. Oh, dear.
And you remember about Agent Johnson, right?
Oh yeah, he used to talk like this. I just kind of like how Fanboy was like mimicking his voice. He was like, "What if he wants comeback toys? We'll give him comeback toys." And it was like, "Million, what are you doing? What are you doing? No!"
Let me tell you right there. About the book, dude. I remember one episode where it was like a school treasure episode of this gigantic muscular Mustang give them some food they don't like, and they want to trick them that they all ate all the food, but it turns out he ate it.
Yes, I do remember that one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And now
But
yep.
Agent Johnson, there's mostly seeing him in like the Osmonds, like comic book store, aka his house. I gotta say, I think he's a fair guy, but of course there was that one episode he was trying to take the Osmonds, like comic book store. But I give him like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, same.
All right, the Dollinator. Yes, one of the two best characters, other than like Man Antarctica. Like yes, just basically Arnold Schwarzenegger, but as a gaming system.
Yeah, and it's a little bit misleading now that I think about it. Even though that he is like a gaming system, but why say just Dollinator if he doesn't really collect any money? But it's just.
But remember one of Dollinator's best like moments. Put that cookie down.
Yes, that remix was so awesome.
It was. I was like jamming to that. Like it was really good.
Yes. All throughout the episode, including the freaking title card as well. It had his, funky fresh beats as well. I'm now sick by the sorcerer. Oh, can I get your autograph? You already have it. Look
Yes,
at the
Kyle's like this person he hates because he's a better wizard than him.
Yes.
Like yes, I see him a couple of times, but he's just like he's a jerk. Like yeah, nothing special about him. Just just bragging about how he's like the better wizard and all that. I just give him a 2 out of 10.
I give 3, mostly because of the voice. It does kind of remind me of a kid version of Party Pete from regular show.
But these roles from Family Chum Chum, even though people have their different opinions about the show now, it was so cool that Jeff Bennett was one of the coolest voice actors to be in the show.
Yes, because that was the only good thing, just the cast.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding! Oh, 3 bells. You know what that means, kids.
Wait a minute. Free ice cream.
That's right.
Oh, the ice cream man. All right, so an episode where Chowder is upset eating the ice cream instead of doing his job. Of course, they call it the ice cream instead of ice cream because reasons. But
Because every character is named after a food. Because what is the point of naming the food that's actually supposed to have the actual name, have the same name?
True. Anyway, so in order to keep Chowder occupied, Mondo had an idea to create a creature called the Thrice Cream Man. And he's just a gentle kind of guy being friends with Chowder until Chowder ate him too much and he started having a stomach cramps stuff, and Chowder doesn't want to be friends with him anymore. I mean, he's just still like him, but they just don't want to have another stomach ache. But this upset the Ice Cream Man don't have a rage until that Chowder asked the Ice Cream a server to create another Ice Cream woman to have a mate, and then they had kids, and then they're still friends in the end, Chowder and the Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, what I liked about his character, and especially the voice, I love how he reuses Big Billy's voice.
Yeah, it's like a Bill Fackerbucky Patrick Star vibe.
Kind of does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I give him a 10 out of 10.
Same.
Cool. Me too.
Let's see how can
I put a good one if you saw it.
Oh yes. Thank you. Okay. Oh no, wait. How can I say? How can I stir this up?
No, you didn't do it good. You're scrub. Now the blue creature got away.
Okay, that's fair enough. Dr. Jacques von Hamsterville from the Lilo and Stitch franchise.
Yes. I watched a little bit of the show, and how I really got introduced to him was in the movie Leroy and Stitch. Yeah, Leroy and Stitch. So Hansterville is just a short little alien. Think he's superior to all. It's like supposed to be smarter than all. So his main plot is like create a clone of Stitch, but a lot more evil. So he creates like over 1,000 of these guys. It's just well, how else would you describe this dude?
Okay, well, yes, he's just rude. He's a jerk. Yeah, like he's a jerk to Gantu. He's a jerk to everybody. And like it's a little bit kind of like this. He reminds me of a little bit of Ratigan from the Great Mouse Detective, saying, "I am not gerbil-like, I am hamster-like," because I mean, well,
And about this character, yes, because I also saw the Lilo and Stitch like anime that's just called Stitch. I was very surprised who took over for his role. Yeah, Kirk Durton, the voice of Shadow. Like, yeah, he did replicate the voice really good.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
That's cool.
Yeah, but with Jeff Bennett's version, I just like the voice, like sounded like Larry, just whining all the time.
Oh yeah. And like yes, I did get introduced to him in Stitch the movie, but I really did freak out to see that he made a cameo appearance in the first movie.
Nice.
Yeah, you know that scene where Pleakley and the Grand Councilwoman were going to see Jumba, and you can see him in locked in with the other aliens.
Oh, no, I didn't know them. That's actually cool. Well, then, if I would rewatch it, I might have just pause at the part where he's supposed to be. So,
all right, this one's all you know.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I did show you one of the specials, a quest for the lost Mixamajig.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, he plays. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 3 characters in that special. Yeah. 2 of the same kind from the Mixel tribe, like the Glurpglops, the slime Mixels. He played the leader Gorgle and the one with the glasses Dorbal. Yes. It was so cool because with the main leader of that group, he was using this kind of accent which was really cool. It was kind of like Italian in my own way. Let's see, of course. Oh yeah, he also played another character from that special. His name was what was it? Jinky. Yeah.
Hey guys, guess what?
What?
My mom ordered pizza.
Oh, so that makes you a Ninja Turtle. Okay.
Hey, mom, can I have pizza? Can I have pizza? Mama, stop! Pizza!
Okay, yes, you know what you just did right now? You just made another funny moment for StreamYard.
I kind of did it. I kind of felt like
You know she can't hear you because 1, she's not in the room, and 2, I have my headphones in, so she couldn't hear you anyway. Yeah.
Get her in here! I want to thank her.
I'll tell her that about that, but whatever. But yeah, she's gonna order Domino's. She hasn't ordered pizza for quite a while, so we didn't go anywhere.
Wait a minute. What kind of topping?
Cheese for me.
Oh, okay then. I was gonna be like, are you one of those people that put pineapple on their pizza? Then we couldn't have a real problem.
No, because I'm picky and I prefer cheese because I've been liking cheese ever since I was a kid. So,
so all this time you're Kevin McAllister.
Listen here, boy.
Here's the thing though. I tried pepperoni, but spicy.
Oh, it's too spicy. Oh,
pepperoni's spicy. What the hell?
Well, to me it is.
Wait a minute. But about the pineapple thing. Listen here, boy. You think it's funny?
Wait, Blitz. I think I know why. It's because because he can't handle a spicy sausage. Get it?
Yeah. Oh, yep, yep. And about my thing about the pineapple, yes. Listen here, boy. You think it's funny cutting up SpongeBob's house and putting it on pizza? You think that's funny, boy? Is it?
No, we're not gonna have pineapple on pizza. I don't even like pineapple.
You think that's funny, boy? Do you want to see SpongeBob suffer like in that one episode when he loses his house?
Which one is that?
Oh, the nematodes?
Okay.
Wow. Okay. The nematodes, they ate his house. So
I know which one it is, but I thought there was another episode where he lost his. Yeah, there is another one because remember his pineapple rotted.
Of course, I do know that.
Yeah.
And remember those like new intros, like where he had a different house each time?
Yeah, because Squidward made his SpongeBob allergic his house by using pepper on his nose, and one of them was a sandwich, and it came all fat.
Yep.
All
right.
But anyway, back to Mixels.
Okay, so with Jinky, yeah, basically he was the tribe of, let's see, what was it? Oh, the Clinkers, basically. Yeah, they're basically like clockworks and all that. And yeah, he does give a little accent, which I like. And eventually he was in another special called Every Night Has His Day, where he voices the main character. His name is Camelot, which he was a pretty cool character. And yeah. But yeah, he played other characters, but yeah, it was cool to find out that he was one other cool actor to be in the Mixels, like, show.
Cool.
Kid next door rule.
Yeah, a lot of roles he did. All right, who should we start off with? Oh, of course, one of the main villains, Mr. Boss. So, Mr. Boss, as his name, he's a boss of the not besides father, he's the leader of all the villains, but Mr. Boss, he is just the boss of everyone. I just like the voice that Jeff gives him, and like there's a weird logic, like how is he holding a cigar with his mustache while his mouth is on the other side?
Yes, it's so like really like shows doing that type of stuff that makes you question how it's possible.
I know, it's just weird, but yeah. Damn it. Okay.
Better hurry up. Don't have much time. Man.
Seasons 2, 3, and 4 were more slapstick for the younger audience. Once Partible was involved with Johnny Bravo again, the first thing he did was redesign the characters. Ed Benedict even commented that the body design of first season Johnny didn't make sense, so Partible and Von Tata, a member of the animation team, did their best to redesign Johnny in a way that felt right. After the Christmas episode, Partible then pitched a Valentine's Day special. In this episode, Johnny gets the best gift ever, the perfect date. Did you know that Johnny Bravo's birthday happens to fall on February 14th? Well, that certainly explains a lot. Partible was born in the Philippines and in 2011 said that he hopes to see more Filipino content in international animation. So do we. So when Partible returned to work on Johnny Bravo for its 5th season, he tried to hire as many Filipino talents as he could. He mentioned hiring 4 people, one of which happened to be singer/voice actress Lea Salonga, who you might have heard from Disney's Pocahontas. Inspired by the style from the 60s and 70s, the studio brought in many guests to do cameos in the show, including Adam West, Donny Osmond, and the entire crew from Scooby-Doo. These guest stars were part of Johnny Bravo's side plots known as Johnny Bravo Meets, inspired by when Scooby-Doo and company would meet real-life actors or cross over with other cartoon characters from their time. In the first season,
this is Mittens. Lately, she's been enjoying Ghost Solutions'
season, Johnny meets the characters of Scooby-Doo in Johnny Dooby-Doo. He ends up switching glasses with Velma at one point, before Daphne turns him down. Who could part of Garland got permission for the real machine Mae Whitman's elementary class. A police car followed them into the school parking lot, and a nervous Partible asked if anything was wrong. But the officer just wanted to know if Shaggy was in the back. In the episode, Adam West Datorama, Johnny goes on a date with Black Widow. No, not the former assassin turned agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., but the old Hanna-Barbera cartoon character from Space Ghost. She's a badass in her own right, and doesn't put up with Johnny's attitude. Partible, like most boys growing up in the 70s, had a crush on Farrah Fawcett. After finding out she was doing voice work, he wrote her a nice letter and sent her a script in hopes of having her on his show. And guess what? She said yes. Fawcett appeared in the episode Johnny Bravo meets Farrah Fawcett, where she shows up to her cousin Little Susie's birthday party to work the kissing booth, and Johnny makes a fool of himself. As usual, Fawcett said that the main reason she ended up doing the episode was because the script won her over. Props to the writers. As stated by Johnny in the episode, Farrah is the only person in the world to have hair as luxurious as his. We agree, Johnny. We agree. Being such a big fan of the show Freaks and Geeks, Partible was able to contact and get Sam Levine and Tom Wilson to do voiceovers for the show. Sam was in the episode Back from the Future as Clangor. Both did commentaries on their characters for the DVD release. Other guest cameos included Jessica Biel, Alec Baldwin, Weird Al Yankovic, Shaquille O'Neal, Luke Perry, Seth Green, and loads more. In the 5th season of Johnny Bravo, Jimmy Jameson sings Eye of the Tiger in the training montage parody for an episode. This episode had Johnny training with Mr. T and was titled T is for Trouble. Other musical guests included Sebastian Bachuk D from Public Enemy, Billy Barrett and the Beaters, Rick Springfield, and more. One episode parodied Grease and several 80s teen films. The show managed to hire Vince Clarke of Depeche Mode to help craft the soundtrack in order to make it sound more authentic to the time period. One specific reference to a famous movie. Johnny has a
like something's like a little bit off, right over. Let's see, a little bit.
In order to make it sound more authentic.
Yeah, you see this?
Yeah, that don't look right.
To the time period. One specific reference to a famous movie is when Johnny has a run-in with a bear and says, "Here's Johnny," which...
Oh, yeah, I saw that on the compilation of Here's Johnny.
Also,
yeah, that dude needs to come back soon.
Mary Poppins.
I know, it's been a couple months. Also, Blitz is back.
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at, Tick Boy? What are you looking at, Butthead?
Honestly, you wear dead eyes.
They do look weird.
But yeah, okay, next up, Candy, like his many roles.
Oh yeah, so I was trying to explain Mr. Boss, but I'll let you guys explain it.
Oh, you already did, Mr. Dingle.
Yeah, but did you hear it?
Well, I did leave, but it doesn't matter. I'll just go back anyways. So who wants to talk up to Mr. Boss?
Okay, look, since Christian already took care of like some of it, I will say like the most surprising thing that I've ever got to know about him is that he turns out to be the father of number like what was it, 386 or 86 or you know.
I can't remember.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me see if I got this right. Oh, my fault. Okay. No, apparently that's the wrong one. Yeah, it was number 86. The Scottish little Scottish girl with the fiery attitude.
Yeah. So yeah, that did shock me to find out that he is the father of her. And when I saw that episode as a kid, I was like, whoa.
And to actually show, and even though, like all the other adult villains, even though he hates kids, apparently he does love his own.
Yep. But, I mean, is alright father, even though, like, in the villain stuff. And she didn't know about this either. And he didn't know that she was, like, a kid next door operator. Oh, come on, Blitz.
It took you that long to notice?
Well, I was looking at this and Amazon at the same time, so.
And another thing to come about the guy that we were talking about, I guess I made the compilations all because of him. I just wanted to just keep y'all entertained and stuff. That's why I did do it. Because God knows when he's ever gonna come back.
I know. Like I said, it's been a few months, so I was probably busy with either work or college or something like that. I don't know how old this guy is.
The Twilight Zone, and It's a Good Life. At the end of the Christmas special, Johnny accidentally knocks out Santa and receives a pair of boxing gloves. This pays off when Santa knocks Johnny out with boxing gloves the next time he sees him. That year, Johnny wasn't always a macho man. It was revealed in an episode that Johnny was once what Partible referred to as a 98-pound weakling. Episode where Johnny learns how to try and woo women from The Sensitive Male took much of its inspiration from Schoolhouse Rock. An episode that never made it to air involved a storyline where Mama gets addicted to gambling in Las Vegas. The network didn't necessarily approve of said addictions being referenced in their show, so the idea was cut out completely. Another episode that didn't make it to production was written by Seth MacFarlane. The story focused on Johnny saving little Susie's life and Susie devoting herself to serving him as a gesture of gratitude. In order to shake Susie off, Johnny places himself in dangerous situations so he would be the one needing Susie's rescue and making their debts even. Although the script was cute, it was scrapped. While many fans believe that Johnny is somewhere in his early 20s, his age is never officially mentioned anywhere in the show. As far as maturity, though, he still has a long way to go. There is a fan theory that suggests Johnny is actually an 8-year-old boy, the same age as little Susie.
There it is.
Those things that happen to him daily are a part of his
Really?
wild
I could've
imagination.
sworn Blitz said
Check
12.
out Channel Frederator's video on that.
It must have been wrong then, or they could be wrong.
Four main food groups are fruit, dairy, beef jerky, and most importantly, garden hose. Not sure if I would stick to that dietary routine. Johnny can play music from his nose, a man of many strange talents, it seems. This can be seen in the episode The Hansel and Gretel Witch Project. As seen in Lone Star Bravo, Johnny is distantly related to such historical and parody figures as Benedict Arnold, Bravo, and Baco da Gama, Bravo. In the episode Johnny Goes to Hollywood, Johnny reads a script in which Partible's name is included, prompting Johnny to ask, is that even a word? Speaking of words, did you know that Johnny Bravo is now an adjective? Since the show's height of popularity in the 90s, people in India have used the term Johnny Bravo to describe someone who acts or appears similar to the character of Johnny Bravo. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. The staff believes that Johnny Bravo was able to resonate with children so well due to his big, harmless goofball nature, and for how much he loves his mama. However, they believe that Bravo also connected with adults because of the 60s and 70s nostalgia that he brings through his old-style animation and Elvis-like character. Jeff Bennett was nominated for an Annie Award in 1997 for his voice acting performance playing Johnny Bravo. IDW Publishing released a run of Johnny Bravo comics in 2013 when they signed a deal with the Cartoon Network to create comics based on their original properties. The comics, titled Super Secret Crisis War, featured iconic Cartoon Network superheroes and villains battling one another in different dimensions. Johnny is featured in a few panels of one issue from his point of view. The comic was illustrated by Erica Henderson and Derek Charm. It brought our Johnny back to life, capturing his iconic style and trademark moves, breathing new life into the past. Johnny Bravo was even the star of his own video game. The game was titled Johnny Bravo in the Haka Mega Mighty Ultra Extreme Datorama. Has a nice ring to it. The game was released for Nintendo DS and exclusively for the PlayStation 2 in Australia and Europe. The idea behind the game is that as Johnny, you compete against other various hunks to win the heart of the supposed date of your dreams on the Haka Mega Mighty Ultra Extreme Datorama show. Toward the end of the series, Johnny had a spin-off show titled JBBO, where Johnny would answer fan mail sent through email, letter, or phone call. In 2005, the Atlanta Braves wanted Johnny Bravo to be their mascot. Unfortunately, the Major League Baseball told them that they had to own the rights in order to do so. So instead, Johnny was made the mascot of Tuner Field, which is the Cartoon Network themed play area outside of Turner Field. However, just so there was no hard feelings, Partible drew a 14 by 18 sketch of Johnny in an Atlanta Braves jersey as a gift and gave it to the Braves. Nice. In October of 2002, a movie poster sporting Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Johnny Bravo started circulating online. While the poster itself was fake, the news was not. The Rock contacted Van about making a movie out of Johnny Bravo, and the two actually met to discuss. An early but full draft of the script was completed before the project unfortunately ended up in the development hell. If the film was made today, Van's current pick for the title role is Channing Tatum. Yeah, I see it. In 2005, Kyle Busch had Johnny Bravo painted on his Kellogg's Chevrolet that he drove in the NASCAR Sharpie 500 race, proving that Johnny does have some moves. Hey, I said some. Partible wrote and produced an 11-minute episode of Johnny Bravo titled Johnny Goes to Bollywood. It was made only for Indian audiences and was only voice cast and recorded in Hindi. Partible was the only American to work on the production. In 2009, Johnny Bravo had a 78-minute movie with the same name of Johnny Goes to Bollywood. The movie was made in collaboration with Cartoon Network Asia and was successful enough to lead to a spin-off show that only premiered in Asia. Johnny Goes to Bollywood earned a nomination at the Annecy International Animation Film Festival. That same year, it was the first nomination for an award that the show had ever received. That was also the year that IGN ranked Johnny Bravo number 71 out of 100 in its list of top 100 animated series. It seems that Johnny will date anything with a pulse. He even goes out with an antelope named Carol in the episode Date with an Antelope. It's a pity things didn't work out. They could have eloped. While the show was aimed for children, many fans believed that Johnny Bravo did at times challenge patriarchal views of how certain men view women, in which a woman, Johnny gets transformed into a woman named Jenny. Some viewers see this as one of the most feminist episodes of the series, seeing as how Johnny had to learn what it was like to be a woman. Another fan theory that is not uncommon in many shows nowadays is the prediction of 9/11. In one episode,
Blitz says that he'll be back in 10 minutes and said that we should go on without them. No issue.
Okay. Right.
Okay, yeah, we're done with Mr. Boss. Moving on.
Right. Let's go talk about Destructo Dad.
Oh yeah, one of the many minor villains for me. I mean, don't really see him all that much. Just here and there, but not really. Kind of.
Yeah, he's the father of one of the K&D operatives. Of course, he's a teenager, and now he's a villain, but he's an alright character. Mr. Fizz, he's just a soda guy. But I just like how Jeff Bennett voiced him. Now, for Mr. Beatles, he is the father of number 4, aka Wallaby Beatles. At first we see him, you don't see his face, but in one episode where it involves adults as bowls, it finally shows his face.
Yeah, I noticed that too. And also, Mr. Fizz is in root beer, not really soda business.
Yeah, but you get the point.
If you like get back straight or something like that.
Yeah, but and also father only in the human form. So in one iteration, an alternate dimension, Jeff Bennett voices father. Of course, he's a good guy, but in the D movie Candy Operation Zero, it's revealed that father is the brother of Monty Uno, aka Nigel Uno's father and stuff, and so that makes father Nigel's uncle. So I just love how he voiced him, especially where after I'm talking to his dad grandfather, after he flamed him, he goes, "You big," and then switches to Marissa Lamar's jerk. It's just the performance is just bad. It just gives you spine chills.
Yes.
Oh man, I can't wait to talk about Marissa Lamar's too, to talk about that performance. But yeah, all these roles, Jeff Bennett just did excellent with these roles, minor or major. I just give him a 10 for these.
Infinity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, bodybuilder, High Five Goes, Jimmy, various. Yeah, it was interesting to know that he was actually the first voice of High Five Goes in episodes like Just Set Up the Chairs and Rigby's Body. But then later on, creator Gigi Quintel took over as him alongside Mordecai. And okay, with Bodybuilder, in the episode Rigby's Body is revealed to just be some. Yes, he got separated from his body because he didn't listen to his partner about flexing iron for so long. So he then steals Rigby's body, and then some wild goose chase occurs, and he's currently a slide. It's hilarious. And various other voices here and there, like this kid named Jimmy. There's multiple different characters named Jimmy, but this version is just some bratty birthday kid. He yelled at Ben Stiller like, "Just trying to bust you, Chris! spicy stump jerky.
All right.
But yeah, of course, it's great for him to be additional.
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay. Everybody loves trailer.
I didn't mean to put just Class of Doom because I was thinking of Rob Paulsen's version, but yeah, and one of the video games of Tekken Power Juju, which is was in, he's just a villain of him. I didn't know who he was until I got introduced to him in Class of Doom. But yeah, he's an alright character. I would explain more about him, but I'll wait for when we do a stream about Rob Paulsen. So my apologies.
Yeah. You meant to say the show Attack of the Power of Juju. That's where Jeff Bennett voiced him.
Yeah, my bad, dude.
No, it's alright. But at first, yes. Yes, he just showed up as some like all powerful shaman, and everybody loves him and doesn't want to pay attention to Tack until he's found out to be some kind of phony. That he got turned into a donkey. He's like, "I'll be back."
Wow, I did not know that about him.
Yeah.
Collector and Grandmaster. Both I got just Ultimate Spider-Man. I didn't see the episode where he first appeared, but in this one, heroes are mysteriously disappearing and other humans and whatnot. And Spider-Man goes to investigate until he gets captured himself and turns out to be this giant guy named Collector. And he tells Spider-Man that this is not what it looks like. He's trying to explain that it's also his brother called Grandmaster, which are both voiced by Grandmaster. So there's a challenge. Collector has the heroes, and then Grandmaster has the villains. I didn't see the rest of the episodes, but I've seen a few, and Jeff Bennett did great on both. I just like the Collector, though. I think he's all right.
Yeah, it did shock me too when I saw that episode as well. I'm like, okay, so it's just him just using like the same voice, but just kind of a little bit differently, I guess. But nevertheless, just awesome.
Screw Loose Teenage Ninja Turtles 2012. So in an episode, Mikey was reading a comic with these Batman Robin based superheroes called Wingnut and Screw Loose, and and April's Crystal used its magic to bring those characters to life, and that's shocking to find out that Jeff Bennett voiced Screw Loose, the Robin version.
Wingnut.
Wait, no, he voiced Screw Loose.
Darren Noyes voiced Wingnut.
I know. I'm saying Jeff Bennett voiced Screw Loose.
Okay, like in my head, it kind of sounded like you kind of it kind of sounded like you said like the wrong guy first and then fixed yourself immediately. That's what it kind of sounded like.
No. Anyway, so yeah, it's just shocking to find out about that.
And yes, same here. All he just uses is Larry's voice, and that was hilarious. That's all I can say. And let's see. I guess we'll just go with one more, then we'll just move on to
Petrie, if a Legend for Time franchise. So yeah, I didn't know about this either, but yeah, Jeff Bennett voices Petrie and many of the Land Before Time titles. And one of the movies like I watched, what was that? Well,
yes, that's my dog. Just go on.
That scared me. Anyway, so yeah, the very first Land Before Time, if I remember, I watched. I forgot what it's called, like some kind of secret land or something. It's where they go to an island and they're afraid of the big fish in the water. Like, of course, they call it a shark tooth, but it turns out to be something else and stuff. But that's all I can remember. But Petrie is a pterodactyl, or as they call it, flyers, and he's just a right character.
Yeah, it's same here. I did like the kind of voice that do like the kind of voice that he does give him, which later on kind of sounds like Piglet's singing voice in the Book of Pooh, which is impressive.
All right.
And anyway, and you said the first time that you saw the Land Before Time, like what was it like? Was it
I
like
forgot what it's called. I might have to look this up because hang on a minute. Man, there are so many Land Before Time movies.
because
Give
the
me a
way
minute.
you described it, it almost kind of sounded like you said the very first one, despite the fact that he
No,
wasn't.
I did see that one, and it was sad.
Yes, I do remember seeing that as well.
I think I think it's either Great Valley Adventure or Mysterious Island. It could be Mysterious Island. I could be wrong, but it's either or. But yeah, I think it might be Mysterious Island because I did mention Island, but I don't know. But anyway, let's move on.
Okay, now switching to what?
Never mind.
Now switching to Anna Farris. Let's see. I first got introduced to her in Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs, where I forgot the second L, but that's all right. Sam Sparks from Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I got introduced to her animation wise, but in live action, I got introduced to her in a show called Mom, where she's not the mom. Well, she is a mom, but well, her and her mom, played by Allison Janney, are both moms, but that's what the show is called. We haven't watched it in a while, but we do watch it sometimes on Paramount. Not Paramount Plus, but on Paramount because it's on DirecTV. So, but yeah, Anna Faris, she's a really great actress, and for Sam Sparks being a news reporter, about her childhood backstory, she's just a nerd that gets made fun of because of her glasses, so that's why she has them off. But when she has them on, she looks really great.
yeah, yes, agree, yes. Her and Flint's they seem to.
Hang on.
What? I mean, like we could just break anyway. Yep, just break it.
Johnny and his friend Carl.
I gotta go. You just take over for me, but I did enjoy talking about Jeff Bennett and stuff. So you have a good night, and I'll see you later.
All right. Yeah, see. So yeah, everything about. I found Sam to be one of the most interesting female characters in the history of media. And I say that for a fact. Everything about her is fantastic, and you should never be afraid to just, well, be judged about how people see you, because that was just nasty with her backstory. And of course, Patrick being that was such a jerky thing. Just keep on ridiculing her, but in the end, she proves herself to be a valuable asset to Flint Lockwood and the world as a whole. Annette Miller from Alvin and the Chipmunks live action. It took me a while to, know the other Chipettes, but this was a blessing. It is one of her most softer roles. I mean, of course, with Sam Sparks, but the point is, well, being all intelligent and shy and being similar to Simon, it's a great connection, and she did really spectacular. That's all I can say. She's just nice. There's not a bad vibe about her anyway. And yeah. And yeah, and judging by the title, I meant to put one other person, but apparently 100 words is the limit. You can't go any further. All right, moving on to Howie Mandel. Bobby and Howard Generic from Bobby's World. Yeah, this was really my introduction to Howie Mandel about how he did such this very unique and awesome sounding voice. And just to think that something terrible came to be something so freaking cool. And what I mean is that like he he quote unquote accidentally came up with the voice he would do for Bobby when he was choking on birthday cake, which is well yes, it's shocking, but in the end he did use that to create, magic. And usually he uses the same voice for Bobby as he does for characters like Gizmo from Gremlins or Baby Skeeter from Muppet Babies, the 80s. Oh, wow. But nevertheless, he did try to make Bobby as, little kids be either imaginative and taking things literally, but all just trying to be as good as a kid can be, at least try to be, because there's so much wonder and adventure for a kid his age. And his father Howie, yeah, it's just him, but using his normal voice. That was just the general idea. So it's easy. And he's as decent as any cartoon dad can be. Gizmo from Gremlins. All I can say is he's just he's just adorable. That's all it is. Never really saw the movie yet. Might see it if I get a chance this upcoming December, but I usually see some in Lego Dimensions where he's confronted by the other characters and gives his opinions about how he feels about them. My most favorite being when he interacted with Scooby Doo and he just giggles at him. That's all I can say. And like I don't really know what to say about Baby Skeeter because once again it's just the same voice, but I guess it's kind of strange, good strange that he did play a little Muppet girl. Let's see what we got here. The Sandman from Hansel and Gretel. This takes me all the way back. It was in the DVD of Tom and Jerry Whiskers Away where I saw some previews because that's what I do whenever I just tore onto DVDs. When I saw the trailer, it did look pretty amazing, and it kind of freaked me out, especially from the witch. But later on, like I would say about like last year, I did see the movie, and it was really great. Yeah, like some other notable faces like freaking Bobcat Goldthwait and Dakota Fanning, and of course Howie Mandel himself. And right from the moments that I do remember seeing him for the first time, and I saw him again, I was like, "Oh my god, it's so cool!" And I also forgot, yes, another different surprise from Howie Mandel is that not only is he the voice of Bobby and Howard, but he's also the creator of the whole thing, which is very interesting. And a little bit of a fun fact apparently, he is a germophobic, does prefer shaking hands, but he prefers to give, fist bumps. And yeah, that's good. Now, moving on to the great Chadwick Boseman, first performance as Black Panther. He, like any other person that was born to play a role, was just simply majestic. He was he was great, he was powerful, he was mighty, he was everything that Marvel has to offer him. And as usual, this is my introduction to him, and it took up into his film where how much potential he has. He was really our king, and well, it's just very ironic. And I say ironic because, of course, in freaking Avengers Infinity War, where it was quote unquote hypocritical to tell Okoye that Wakanda is no place to die and he faded away, but he got revived in, Endgame, returned to bring back some justice. But of course, Boseman turned out to be one of the many celebs to not really mention that he was sick, even though he did try to fight for the cancer. It was just didn't really just tried everything that he could, but cancer got the best, and well, he'll always be in our hearts and minds, and we still thank him for that. We're so glad that Shuri did took over as the main Black Panther in the sequel, which I will see eventually if I have the chance. I'm sorry, everyone. It's just so painful. Nobody deserves to be diagnosed with anything to cause them any sadness, or the world any sadness. It's unpredictable. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's in there now. If you can see it, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just really just having my moments. Well, what am I doing?
Theaters. And behind them is a poster of what looks like it could be the World Trade Center on fire, with a sign attached reading, "Coming soon." Many fans felt that Johnny Bravo was predicting the 9/11 attacks. However, there is clearly only one tower in the fake movie poster, which could be any random building. There is nothing to clearly indicate that it is the World Trade Center. So sorry, you're not going to see it on Cartoon Conspiracy anytime soon. On the other hand, the show experienced some pretty bad timing with the episode Bootman, which first aired on September 11th, 2001. It featured Johnny as a superhero seemingly stopping a burning plane from crashing, but only to steal some peanuts before tossing the plane into a mountain. Due to the events of 9/11, the show was criticized for airing the episode. The full series run of Johnny Bravo has 65 TV episodes, 2 specials, and 1 made-for-TV movie. That's a whole lot of Bravo. Johnny Bravo still airs reruns of the show on Cartoon Network's sister station, Boomerang. Sweet. In the US, fans can buy season 1 on DVD. Once again, I'm Joe, and thanks for watching.
No, I didn't think
Johnny Bravo. What's your favorite episode? Do you think it should be rebooted? Comment below and let us know. Don't forget to click the bell icon to become part of the notification squad. We have videos dropping every day, so make sure to subscribe to Channel Frederator or Cartoon Central on the internet.
This wasn't no bear. It was like a bear squatch.
Dad, what's a bear squatch?
It's a cross between a bear and a snake.
Oh my god. What does that freaking remind me of? A bearilla? What Chowder turned into in that one episode where he can't stop sleep eating. It also just remind me of freaking Shark Barrigator from Gumball. Those were some weird times. But okay, no.
What is up?
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, I had to leave because I was helping my grandma.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, and I see that you were talking about Farris, Howie Mandel, and Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
Can I mention one for Howie Mandel, even though you talked about half of it?
Okay, who?
His roles from the Muppet Babies.
Oh yeah, well it's just Skeeter. Yeah.
Not only Skeeter, he also played Baby Animal.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, about that.
Yeah, Baby Animal. He also played Baby. That's a Honeydew.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, everyone forget what I said about like just Skeeter. Sometimes I got too emotional for the Chadwick Boseman part, but
I saw that. That's why I didn't join in. Because you were having your moment, so I was like respecting that.
And wait, what was his name again? Honey what?
Dr. Bunsen Honeydew.
Oh, Honeydew. Okay.
Yeah, the scientist.
Well, I mean, like it's just a name, like Honeydew, and like Dew. Okay, is it DOO or?
It's DEW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Baby Skeeter, Animal, and Honeydew.
Yeah. So even though I did watch some episodes here and there because I was so curious. Because, of course, like before hearing those original series, of course, I heard about the Baby Muppets, like through like the 2018 one.
Yes.
Yeah. And when I found out that Howie Mandel, along with other great legends, were part of like the OG like Muppet Babies, like it was Skeeter, and I always like how he describes this. Like yes, even in this one interview, he describes it like yes, basically using the same voice with Bobby and Gizmo.
Yes.
This is Bobby. This is Skeeter. Gizmo. Yeah, I just
yes, right there. What you just said, it kind of like remind me of that Instagram video that I did.
Yeah. Let's see. Baby Animal, like it's basically like Bobby's voice, but this why like Handle.
Yeah, it's almost Stitch like.
Yeah. Let's see. I need to. Basically, this is Bobby's voice, but like smart wise.
Yes.
But yeah, I was really surprised, but it was kind of sad that he couldn't do this show because after this, of course, Baby Skeeter was taken care of by like Frank Welker.
Yes.
And Baby Animal and Honeydew were taken care of by Dave Coulier.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah. Can I still give my opinions about Bobby and the rest?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Bobby. Yeah, I didn't see this cartoon until last year because I know Fresh talked about the show like before I watched it. Yeah, it's like one of the few times even before I saw the show, I knew how Mandel could do this kind of voice because he would used to appear in David Dobrik's like vlogs basically, and he would always make this joke about because one time he was at a birthday party and basically he was sucking helium along with the other kids, and he decided to troll some doctors, basically saying, "Hello, basically I sucked some helium, it's been 2 weeks, and I'm getting a little bit concerned." I was like, "Wow."
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, and then learning the truth about like how he was choking on a piece of cake, which made him do this kind of voice.
Yes.
But yeah, Bobby as a character, he's a good kid. Although he could get mad here and there, but what do you expect? He's a kid.
Yes.
I just love those moments with him and Uncle Ted. Like, hey, look, it's Uncle Ted. Hey, yo, Bobo, noogies.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like the beginning of like every Bobby's World episode where it's just him and live action Howie,
Yes.
and then eventually turning into a cartoon Howie, aka Howard. Yes, it was so cool that he played both like son and father.
Yes.
And although like yes, it was like one of those cartoons people didn't really remember, but yeah, I was really glad to see like episodes of it. My first one was like when Bobby had to go to the dentist.
Ah, nice one.
Yeah, like, and you?
Okay. My very first official episode, yes, it was Karate Bobby.
Oh, yes, I remember that one as well. Uh, that's good times, like with both these characters. Yeah, both of them. Yeah, 100 out of 10.
Yes.
All right. I also like to talk about Gizmo. All right. Well, Gizmo, yeah. Even though, yeah, I saw the movie years ago, I didn't really expect it to be Howie Mandel. Like, it was a really good shocker.
Mm-hmm.
Because just and all that, and it was pretty cool that the other Gremlins were voiced by Frank Welker and Peter Cullen.
And if I recall,
Michael Winslow.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like this kind of like one of his villain roles and all that. He did really well.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, of course. Deal or No Deal.
Yes, and also yes, host of Deal or No Deal and America's Got Talent.
Yeah, talent. Yeah. Yeah, he's one of the best judges because I saw this one video where somebody did his character Bobby, and he was really stunned.
And Gizmo, and he has to remind everybody like that's me.
Yeah, that's me. I did those voices. It's like, and what always gets me away, knowing that's Howie Mandel. Like, yeah, sometimes he has his glasses, sometimes he doesn't. It's just like those red glasses that get me.
I know, right?
Yeah. And I must say, being a comedian and all that, like, oh yeah, there's a role I want to mention, but of course I didn't see it, but I was really shocked that he played it. Like, yeah, what was it? Mr. Mixaplick? Yeah, from the live action Superman. Like, was it movie or show?
I think it was the shoe.
Yeah, and he took a really good turn, I must say, like not being small and all.
Oh wait, yeah, it was the show. It's called Lewis and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
Okay, got it. So basically, yeah, I saw some clips, not really with like the full episodes, but yeah, I must say, he did really good. Like for just having his own turn of like this villain, basically.
I know.
Like yeah, he's not going all like screaming and all that, like going high pitch. Even though he could go to that level, like I'm just using like Gilbert Gottfried's version, but with Howie's, awesome.
And like another timeless honor he got mentioned is when he played Sam I Am in Search of Dr. Seuss. It's kind of like he was using a much more high pitched Bobby, and he was singing, and he did really awesome and wacky.
Yeah, he really did. Like, wow. And yeah, I remember I also got introduced to him because people were doing Vines. And I know this one Viner, and he was like, hey, look, I'm hanging out with Howie Mandel, even though it was just like, what do you call those things? Like, what is it? Those stands that show people, but
What, you mean the Jumbotron?
You could call it like that, yeah. So basically the Viner, what?
Like that? No, never mind. Like I'll just
a person cutout. Yeah. So basically, he was standing next to it. He was like, "Hey, I'm hanging out with Howie Mandel," and then Howie Mandel knocked it over. And the Viner was like, "Who are you?" Yeah, Howie Mandel. He did a really good over the years.
He has.
Like yeah. And it was actually cool to hear him swear, like, in this one podcast I listened to.
Oh, what did you say?
He said, shit, fuck. I was like, nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, it's just, like, this mind-blowing to that point. Like, are there other roles you know him by?
Let's see. Yes, I did say like he did play Sandman in the 2002 version of Hansel and Gretel. There's multiple different other people that I noticed. Let's see. He did play himself in Big Bang Theory, Harley Quinn, Sesame Streets.
That is true. And let's see here. He was also in this movie, but I didn't see it. He was also in this movie where he played a robot. What was it called?
Wait, yeah, it was. It was. No, wait, no, that's not him. Wait a.
Yeah.
You mean you're from PO3, like Penguin? You mean?
Oh, Penguin. Yeah, him. Yeah. Yeah. He was also in this show called Forget About It. I used to watch that show on YouTube a lot, like as a kid.
Really?
Yeah. And I was shocked to find out that the voice of Courtney from Total Drama Island was also part of that show.
Wow.
Yeah. And let's see here. Let's see. He also was Comet, the reindeer from Timothy Twiddle, the First Christmas Elf.
That's cool.
Because I'm just searching. Like, yeah. He also played a character named Little Howie from Little Howie's like Funhouse.
Yes, like they almost sounds the exact same voice he did for Sam I Am.
Yeah. And the Tangerine Bear, Home in Time for Christmas. He played Jack in the Box.
Yes, along with Jonathan Taylor Thomas, the voice of young Simba.
Right. Let's see. Other than that, but what makes Howie so unique is like yes, he could be a good judge. He could do really cool voices. It's just like one of the greatest actors out there.
Yeah, he's got everything. Look at this: comedian, television personality, screenwriter, actor, voice actor, producer, director, entrepreneur, game show host, author.
Yeah, like life's been going good for him.
It is.
Yeah. And let's see. I know you're also talking about Anna Faris. Yeah. So yes, for me, yeah, it was called A Chance of Meatball. Wait, actually, hold on. Before I watched it, actually, I don't remember because yeah, at the time I was watching both Alvin the Chipmunks, The Squeakle, and Call a Chance of Meatballs. But okay, yeah, it was definitely Alvin the Chipmunks, the second movie that I got introduced to her.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeanette. Like, was really surprised that she was like one of the voices of the Chipettes, and she did really good.
She did.
Yeah, and let's see here. Even though like it would have been good to see her voice her more often, but still like a good voice role for her. And of course, now with Sam from Cloud Chance of Meatballs. Yeah, she was just a reporter, and of course she met Flint, and eventually they started hanging out. And Flint was trying to make his moves all the time, but failed. And then finding out that both of them had like kind of like sad childhoods and all that.
But and then at the end they end up becoming a couple, and like ever since she's become synonymous with the series franchise as a whole.
Yeah. And yeah, revealing that she's actually allergic to peanut butter, and like Flint was saying, "Oh, I'm allergic too," but he wasn't the whole time, which is funny because Bill Hader's actually allergic in real life.
Yes.
Well, I don't blame him. I'm actually allergic to peanuts too.
Oh dang! Wow.
I've told you this.
I mean, like I already told you the deal about when it comes to me remembering stuff.
I've been allergic since 2018.
Oh my god.
No, but it's okay, because really, if you think about it, like with all these junk food, mainly coming from candy, like M&Ms, like yes, of course everybody's got like the OG M&Ms, but come on, man, with milk chocolate, that's good too.
Yes.
Yeah. But times are here and there, like and it's a good relief too, because yes, as I said, like kind of foods, eventually your body will not agree with it, and saves me the trouble. And then again, peanuts do make a lot of crumbs, so that's also a good thing that I don't have to deal with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, what I gotta say about Sam, like, yeah, she's a good character. And yeah, it was cool to find out because I watched the behind the scenes. Like, they were actually eating burgers while recording their lines.
Oh, okay. So make it much more. Let's see. What's the word I'm looking for?
Realistic. Realistic.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Like, yeah. Yeah, this has to be like one of the best movies from her, unlike, movies.
I mean, okay, you might hate me for this. I'm sorry, everyone, but her character from the Emoji Movie, she wasn't. She isn't really all that bad. I was kind of a little bit shocked to find out that she was the Lost Princess, but her jailbreak design, yeah, it was kind of a little bit adorable.
Fucking, they made Patrick Stewart play a shit emoji.
Yes,
I am the poop emoji, but I cannot say shit because apparently this is a kids movie. Man, that sucks. Like, they threw away the Popeye movie because of this.
I know. They put all their work to it, but of course, like they say, which one would kids like better? Oh, I know. Since kids like their phones and technology and stuff, let's give them the Emoji Movie. Yay!
But think about the OGs.
Of course. Yes, let's. Forget about anything classic because no, it's all boring. Don't respect the legends. Respect.
I mean, then again, at the time, yes, they made like a new Charlie Brown movie at the time, like from 2015 with a new animation. They made an Angry Birds movie based off the game. So what was the problem making a Popeye movie?
I mean, like people can make stupid decisions.
And this was a time where Tom Kenny could put his like full talent on Popeye, but no, they just do that way.
Yeah.
And of course, Grey Delilah was supposed to play Olive Oil.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, yeah, who would have been your best for Bluto?
John Damasco?
I would say John or like Brad Garrett.
That too.
Yeah. But god damn. And it would have been cool too, like the Popeye movie. Imagine they did that scene from the Boomerang like promo. The one where Popeye
Yes.
gets to see you sleeping. You're like, yeah,
Yes.
he's very sleeping. Oh, go to sleep. I just love that scene.
He did it again.
I just love that scene so much because it was a classic promo. I like that along with the Pokemon promo from Boomerang and the Smurfs promo.
Same.
And especially like the promos where like they're basically toys, like the Fred Flintstone one.
Yes.
Let's see. Anything else from Anna Faris?
Let's see. Well, that's all. That's all I got. Let's see. Yes.
I mean,
Jailbreak and Jeanette.
wasn't she like in one of the what was that? The superhero movies?
Wait, superhero movies? Like, you mean scary movies?
That and like what superhero movie was I thinking? But yeah, like the scary movie. Like, what you thought of her character?
Let's see. Even though she may be ditzy, I guess she can be funny here and there. The funniest moment for me was like in Scary Movie 2, where she was driving along and singing on along with the radio off key, and the radio stopped her. She was like, "Hey, can you shut the f up and let me sing?"
And it's so crazy that her and Chris Pratt were like husband and wife.
Yes.
Yeah, and now Chris Pratt's married to Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter. Yeah. But hey, at least Chris and Anna had like a son.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. And yeah, this is the same son we're talking about, like that curse. Remember that story Chris was telling about the fishing trip? Yeah, like, because he had this rule with his dad, like, if, that when only at fishing you could curse, and his son was like, that Baz is a fucking pussy. Oh, man. Good times. I also watched a little bit of Mom, like, another show with her and Allison Janney.
Yes, Chris mentioned that too.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna mention my opinion. Like, they didn't really do that bad. Like, yeah, I watched the show here and there. How I saw the show first was back in what do you call it? They would do reruns back in 2016 and 17. I was like, there's a show called Mom. I wonder because a lot of drama happens towards like women and all that. It's like cat fights.
Okay.
Okay, I mean like that, but I was like,
No. I'm just joking with you.
But yeah, I watched a couple of episodes and I noticed like some notables here and there. Like, yes, one episode, like, Allison Janney's character was arrested, and I was noticing the officer, basically the guard. I was like, why does he look so familiar? I was like, wait a minute, he sounds like a cartoon character. I was like, oh, that's Bill Frickabocky. And I had to search it up myself. It was like, was Bill Frickabocky on this show? I was like, wow, that was pretty cool.
You just shocked me.
Yeah, like it's just amazing. But yeah, Mom, the show, and like her character, yeah, it's a good show. Like, I wish I could watch it more. Like, because it also had Metal Jones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10. Just could have seen more of it. See. Of course, you will also talk about Chadwick.
Yes. Like, any thoughts, any opinions with Black Panther?
Okay. Yes, I am also doing the salute off camera. Like, Wakanda forever. Like, yes, the king of Wakanda. Look, first getting introduced to him in like Civil War, basically.
Yes, it's just like the many few of us did.
And then finally getting like really to his character in his own title movie back in 2018. Like, yeah, watching the movie like fully here, it was really great, and especially like Andy Serkis's character Claw returning in that movie.
Yes.
Who eventually got killed by Killmonger.
Yes. Like, I don't know why. I mean, like, it's just like, because I'm evil.
But bro, when I saw people reaction to like Claw getting killed, they were like, he was a good villain though. Like, why would they kill him up that fast? I was like, yeah, I agree with that. But my favorite scene with Claw was like when he was getting integrated and he was singing, "What is love, baby? Don't hurt me, don't hurt me, no more." Oh man. But I did dig his like new arm because yes, his name Claw. Yeah, because with Claw, I first got introduced to him in Superhero Squad.
For me, yeah, it was. Yeah, it either ranges between either Ultimate Spider-Man or Avengers, and I mean, Age of Ultron.
But yeah, when I heard Andy Serkis played this character, because didn't really know about him much because I only knew him by like Golem and like Caesar at the time. But I was like, he had a role in the MCU. I was like, that's pretty cool. And I was finding out, wait, is this the same Claw? I think it is, because with Claw, he has different designs. Because of course, there's like the one where he's like red and purple, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, it was great for him. Eventually, because this year he got the honor of playing Alfred.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, then again, the Batman movie. Basically, we got Edward from Twilight and Golem as your butler. How will this turn out?
Apparently, it turned out well, nice, because you did learn the gentlemanly way, kind of like Greg from regular show.
Yeah. And did you see the Batman movie? Cause I just want to mention something.
No, I haven't.
You want to hear what I'm about to say though?
Go ahead.
But yeah, sad enough to find out that because I just watched the clip like a few days ago that sadly his Alfred died.
Oh wow, they had the balls to kill Alfred.
Because Batman was trying to call Alfred because he knew there was a trap back at Wayne Manor, but Alfred was not answering the call because he was doing something important. He was looking through mail and he saw one with Bruce's name, and basically what Alfred didn't know, because there was a bomb inside of it, and bam.
Whoa.
Yeah, and the whole time Batman's driving fast with that Batmobile. It was like, Alfred, answer! And when somebody finally picked the call, there was an old lady. Basically, Bruce told like the old lady saying like, "Get Alfred on the phone," and she was like, "I'm afraid that's too late because the accident, because you see firefighters and all that."
That's messed up.
Yeah, I say he did play. He played, pretty a little good Alfred. But yeah. So did Robert Pattinson, playing Batman. Because fun fact, Christian Bale did give him good Batman advice.
And which would be, what would that be?
Just being in this role, just get prepared on the suit and everything. Because once you're in the suit, just make sure there's a zipper. Because fun fact, in his Batman suit, Christian Bale's Batman suit, there was no zipper, and whenever he had to use the bathroom, he just had to hold it in the whole time.
Oh, and I hope it wasn't for a long time because you can actually die from that.
I know, but and then that's not the only thing. If I also found out he also gave good Batman advice to Ben Affleck,
and that would be
because Ben Affleck one day was at a costume store, going through some costumes because he has kids, and behind him he heard a voice. He was like, "Ben, is that you?" And it was Christian Bale. And just giving him the best Batman advice because taking the mantle and all that. Yeah, Christian Bale being one of the iconic Batmans just give really good advice to now what we have today.
Agreed.
Yeah, but back with Chadwick, yeah, and yeah, I remember the day I heard the news because I saw it in a community tab back in 2020 that's the King of Wakanda sadly passed away, and I immediately told my mom because she watched the Marvel movies as well. She was like, "Oh no, oh yeah," because nobody could ever replace him in live action, which was a good decision they made in the new Black Panther, even though I didn't see it yet.
Even though that did happen in the comics, but that's besides the point because you said good decision. But yes,
just honoring the king, and of course, the last time we ever got to see him was at Endgame.
Yes,
just fighting with the troops and all that. And yeah, his sister did good taking over the mantle.
Well, I'll be glad to know how good she really did.
Yeah. Rest in peace, King. You'll always be remembered by the Wakanda people.
And to all of us non-Wakandans, but
yes. And yes, I do know that you also mentioned his role from 42.
Oh, well, I'm about to right now. Jackie Robinson. So yeah, the story of Jackie Robinson trying to make it as the first Black baseball player, but he gets ridiculed by everybody, including most of the players. And this was the one movie that did say that even though I enjoy Alan Tudyk, his character was just nothing but just some
stuck-up jerk bitch, because you did tell me that he said the N-word, but he was uncomfortable seeing it.
I mean, yeah, because apparently history has everybody needs to know about what happened back in the past, and oh look, this guy's a racist.
I was shocked too because I saw the clip and I was really shocked that because I never heard Alan say the N-word, and when I first started, I was like, oh my god, you cannot be saying this, and this and that. I was like, holy crap.
I know, man.
Then again, yeah, that was history back then. I mean, what do you expect?
But the most important line is when Jackie said, "What are you supposed to have a player to have the guts to fight back?" No, I want to have a guts. I want to have a player with no guts to not fight back.
And you know what's so sad that before his passing, Chadwick one of his last roles was a voice role of himself in the What If series.
Right. Yeah, that is correct. I just got to mention that.
Yeah. Times are just tough. But I do know, yes, in the new movie, he did have a son.
Hold it. Now that he said, it makes me even much more sad.
And he's also named after T'Challa.
Oh.
This the honor, and yeah, people may took that picture of the new T'Challa with one of Chadwick Boseman's kid photos. And yeah, the actor that plays Black Panther's son actually looks like Chadwick when he was little.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was like, they did really good with the casting. Then again, this is Ryan Coogler, so I'm not really surprised. Because I told you this before, but I'll just tell it again. In the original Black Panther movie from 2018, Killmonger was not supposed to be the villain.
Um,
It was supposed to be Kraven the Hunter.
right, yes. Like that does make a much more sense too.
Because yeah, there were times where he encountered him in the comics, but there was a little slight problem though. Like, they could have really used Kraven in the MCU because, the rights to Sony and all that.
Yes.
It's just stupid. Like, yes, I know that Sony and Disney and Marvel itself just shares the Spider-Man rights, but come on, man, just let the fans have what they want.
Yes.
Hey, no disrespect to Sony because they made really good Spider-Man films.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of Marvel related, for Deadpool 3, I think because almost his character from the Loki series.
Yeah, like I did saw him when I was getting some shots for this episode.
Yeah, so he's actually confirmed to be in the Deadpool 3 movie.
Whoa.
Along with Loki, because you can't have almost his character without Loki. Come on. So yeah, that would be absolutely fantastic.
I agree.
And plus, it's like one of those movies with Almost and Ryan Reynolds together.
In fact, yeah, almost right. Yeah.
We got Tom Hiddleston, Hugh Jackman. Of course, that blind grandma is returning as well.
Yes, no surprise there.
Yeah. Oh man, just can't wait for 2024 as well.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the freaking Sonic movie 3. Let's just see, and other stuff to happen for me there.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. And let's see, other roles did you mention about Chadwick?
Well, yeah, I'll go with one last one. His portrayal of James Brown from Get On Up. I just really like movies that feature around the biographies of famous people. And this was no different. It was unique.
So even though I didn't see the movie, other than Chadwick, who else was in the movie?
Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. Whoop. Okay, there was Dan Aykroyd.
Yes, Ghostbuster and especially Yogi Bear.
And also Craig Robinson.
Cool. With a non-perishables motherfucker.
Octavia Spencer.
Nice.
Check this out. Brandon Michael Smith.
Michael Smith. Why does that sound familiar?
Michelangelo from Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Whoa. That's cool, actually.
Yes.
Because really, I only know him by Michelangelo.
Yeah, I will say it. And also Tika Sumpter.
Who's that?
She played Maddie in the live-action Sonic movies.
Really? Whoa. That's really cool.
Yes.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Also, Austin Jenny.
Very nice. But your overall, summary of this whole movie.
Well, yes, just the life of James Brown becoming one of the greatest singers of all time, and it was really great.
Nice to hear. And yes, once again, rest in peace, King.
Indeed.
Yeah. And when I left, what other Jeff Bennett roles did you talk about? Just Candy or what?
Okay, yes, we say KND, Collector and Grandmaster, Screw Loose.
Did you explain much of Screw Loose? Because I did remember the episode.
Yeah, well, Christian did because you already know how he is.
I mean, then again, I'm just gonna give my little opinion. Yes, Screw Loose. Yeah, I was really surprised because he was not originally from the 2012 version of TMT. He was actually from the original series.
Yes,
along with Wignuts. But yeah, I was really surprised to see both Darren Norris and Jeff Bennett as part of the Nickelodeon version.
Yes.
And what made it more really funny is because Wignut's basically a parody of Batman, which is funny because Darren Norris played Batman.
And yeah, triple yes, infinity yes.
Yeah, but Screw Loose, like, I remember the first time we watched that episode, you thought it was Alexander Paninsky or Danny Cooksey.
Oh yes, because of the nasal and stuff. It just throws me off. I went to that similar situation with the Eduardo situation. Like I thought it was Carlos Rocky, but all this time it was Tom King.
Yeah. But yeah, when I mentioned Larry, then you're like, oh, you can hear it.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, he did really good with the character. Give it a 9 out of 10. And what else did you talk about?
Oh, okay. We let's see. Petrie from the Leonard Four Time franchise.
Oh, the Larry Pterodactyl?
Yes.
Well, yeah. Even though I didn't watch like the movies because I know how big the franchise is, I did hear the voice. He does pretty good.
Agreed. And like he made a little mistake here. Apparently, it was Rob Paulson that played him in Gloves of Doom. He played Jeff Bennett played Treylock in the series of Tack and the Power of Juju.
Well, yeah, it's been some time since I watched like the show, but did you give your opinion?
I did.
Okay, then anything else?
Other ones we did.
No, that's all. Then again, we could talk about the ones we didn't talk about, Jeff. But like, I did put the man with the yellow hat.
I'm sorry, but we don't have much time. But okay, like I'll do it for you.
Thank you. Because I know how crazy he was going with the suggestions. That's why.
Yes.
Okay, so the man with the yellow hat. This is actually how I got introduced to like Curious George and all that. Like and yeah, despite this is my favorite version of the man with the yellow hat. Jeff Bennett just sounds normal with this role. Like he makes it sound like father-like, if you may say.
I agree.
Yeah. And of course, I did see the show first, then the movie. And yeah, when I heard that Will Ferrell was the actual original voice, I was like, whoa.
I was like, well, I mean, like when you say like original, I'm like,
because only playing him in that movie. But yeah, he did good as well. But with Jeff Bennett's version, it's just like memories from the show, like both Frank Welker, Jeff Bennett. There was also Cap Suzy, E.G. Daily, Gray DeLisle, Rob Paulson. I can name a bunch. It was just that good of a show.
Yeah. I like, even though I might have seen just a little bit, even though I saw the movie first, but as a whole, it's got to be the most softest thing that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I especially like the theme song. It was so catchy.
I gotta get right for that.
And finding out years later that the man with the yellow hat's real name is Ted.
Yes.
Because really, they didn't mention it in the show, but of course in the movie. But yeah, let's bring back some more time. Because PBS Kids was a good time for me. Yeah, it was with Curious George, Sid the Science Kid, Dinosaur Train, and Super Y. Those were like the best shows. Oh yeah, also the Cat in the Hat.
Yes.
Oh man, what I would kill to see those shows like back in PBS Kids. Like yes, of course, yeah. And I'm so surprised they're still airing new episodes of Curious George to this day. And but the man with the yellow hat can't say no more. He's just a good guy. Like 100 out of 10.
Yes, I take your word for it.
Yeah. Also, did Chris have to go because he had to eat?
Well, just go his own business or something.
Okay, but yes, as this was the last one, as you said, right?
Like we got two guys left. So like the last person I tried to put was Jason Griffith. So next up is Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle. So War Machine, one of his recognizable roles, even though he didn't play, Rodney in the first Iron Man movie, it was somebody else. But overall, he played the best Rodney, aka War Machine.
He did.
And people even recognized it, why they change actors and all that.
Because the first, you don't remember?
I do remember what happened with the first actor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but Cheadle, like, he's this is a great actor, and I was really surprised to see. Oh yeah, and DuckTales 2017.
Yes, we're moving on. Like, yeah, I mean, they apparently did this. I may be joking, but they probably like cast him as that because Donald and
Yeah, and I actually saw the behind the scenes first before seeing the real episode.
so did I.
Yeah, and it was really really good for him.
It makes him sound like it's just it sounds so cool, but it just it, it's so impressively strange how awesome it makes him sound.
hmm And yeah, it was just like really awesome. Also, I want to mention another thing about War Machine. Like, yeah, it kind of got sad because of, especially with Tony's death and all, just losing a great friend.
Yes.
But then again, there was that one scene from Civil War. Remember when he got knocked down to the ground?
And then and walk again.
Yeah. Justice. I mean, yeah. I know there's a new like Iron Man like related movie, and I know he's gonna be in it, but hopefully he does great.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, in fact, he is one of the many people to take up. I'm thinking, yes, the version of Iron Man, of course.
I mean, yeah. First, people might say, "Hey, shouldn't Pepper take it?" But come on, man, War Machine.
Yes.
All the way. And let's see, other roles.
Also, King Kong ain't got nothing on LG Rhythm.
Yes, I was pretty shocked to see that he was in the movie.
Yeah, like one of the many best parts, like with him, he as a whole, like he just put his holiness in here, meaning like he was just hammy. He just hammed it up 100%.
Yep. This is like one of the best from it. Yeah. Even though it's been a while since like I last watched that movie. Fun fact: before actually seeing it on screen, I'm like, of course, people are gonna see it in movies first. I actually downloaded it from this guy that would send free links to movies.
That is amazing.
At first, I was like, should I really watch it with this link? Because you don't know if there's something like if it's not working or like there might be a virus and all that. But just give it a chance, and nothing really went wrong.
Well, I'm glad it turned out just perfectly.
Yeah. So yeah, I give him like a 10 out of 10.
Same.
Let's see. I know he was also in the first Rush Hour movie.
He was?
Yeah. Like, yeah, if I go back here, go make to his character. Oh, so he was that character. Oh, yes, okay. So basically, it was Rush Hour 2 as well. Like, yeah. He made this little cameo that was inspired by Kendrick Lamar.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that is amazing.
I mean, the Rush Hour movies. It's a time where you can see a black guy and a Chinese guy work together as agents.
And apparently, that was the first ever time you hear Jackie Chan drop the N-bomb.
Yeah, I was rewatching that movie on like recording with my whole family, right? As they get to the bar scene, what do you call it? They remove it when he was about to say, "Hey, what is up?" And it blocked it. I was like, "God damn it!"
Yes.
But I was so glad to hear the original because when I was a kid, I did hear him say that, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Well, yeah, it's one of the few times I hear him curse.
Yes.
Let's see here. What else from Don Cheadle? Anything else from you?
Let's see. I'm just looking through. Let's see. Okay, so of course he was in stuff like Hotel Rwanda. Let's see. Let's see here. Some movie called Crash, Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Right, I remember the episode. Yeah, he was there. Oh man, it's been a while, and I must tell you, he was young.
Yes.
God damn. I feel like he doesn't get that much credit as he used to, get during the time.
Hey, wait a sec. This kid, he didn't appear in Rush Hour. I'm looking at it right now. The
He
first
did.
one. Only the second one.
That's kind of weird. Huh. But did you watch the second one?
Yeah, I did see all three of them. It was hilarious.
All right, I'm about to ask you a bunch of questions. Who are you?
I am you.
No. Who are you?
You.
Just to answer the damn question, who are you?
I said I am you.
I am asking. All right, who is that guy? You. Who are you? I am me. I'm about to whoop your old ass. Oh yeah, the old Chinese guy also said you was blind.
Oh right. You was blind.
That's like one of the funniest scenes I've heard too. Oh man. But yeah, Don Cheadle, yeah, great actor. Like especially in the Marvel universe.
Especially.
Yeah. All right, next up. Oh, we're about to go get some chili dogs.
Yes, Jason Griffith.
Sonic, Shadow, and Jet the Hawk. Yeah, with Sonic, surprisingly, it was not from Sonic X. It was like from one of the video games.
Yeah, like my first time hearing him as Sonic was, of course, Sonic Unleashed, and it shocked me from there. It made me have Sonic as my all-time favorite video game character, and Jason Griffith would turn out to be like the best one of all up until I got to know many different other ones, and it just ranges on a scale.
Yeah, the first time I heard his Sonic, of course, with the games, but how I officially did it was Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Nice one, not bad.
Yeah, on the Wii, and I must say, even though I haven't played it ever since, it's been a while, but goddamn, that game was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he's one of the most memorable Sonics out there. It's been a while, but yeah, 100 out of 10 for Sonic.
Agreed. Infinity plus one.
With his version of Shadow, he's one of those actors that can play the hero and I guess because Shadow's the anti,
Well, yes, you could say, yeah. I mean, the darker half, because yes, even though he did start out as a villain and he is technically an anti-hero, we'll just get out the way.
I first got introduced. Okay, yeah, I got you. I first got introduced to Shadow, of course, yeah, and Sonic X, which she did pretty good.
Yes. Even though I did see him first in Sonic Adventure 2, where I was like getting introduced to him by a friend, and I played Jason's version, and yes, Sonic X 2.
Yeah, that was pretty good. He definitely got the deepness of the voice, got the attitude right. I give it 100 out of 10 as well.
Same. The all-time definitive Shadow.
Oh yeah. And then even though I didn't I only heard the voice clip of it. Didn't really get introduced to him in the games, but yeah, just the Hawk. I thought he did pretty good with the voice.
Even though he is supposed to be a hawk, it kind of make him sound someone who made a top 10 worst Sonic characters list. He said that he kind of sounded a little bit like a parrot almost, and it's kind of like him. No, wait, no. How would I describe the voice anyway? I mean, I gotta say, that's it. That's got to be his most hammiest role that he's ever done.
Of course, what do you expect from Mr. Jet the Hawk?
Yeah, it's kind of like putting on a much cockier Sonic voice.
But yeah, with all these like honorable roles, especially these three, he's definitely like one of the legends of the Sonic franchise.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and yeah, I also put one.
Yes, I did see, and like yes, another different shocker to know that in the game Sonic Unleashed, he also played Professor Pickle's assistant.
Yeah, because before you did, we did the transcript first with with all three of us. Then you did it with Manuel.
Yes,
Yeah, but that was a good transcript.
it was.
Yeah. Silent from Pokemon. Yeah, I was really surprised because when you posted your episode of Jason Griffith years ago, I was like, whoa, he's Silent from Pokemon. Because of course, with Shadow and Sonic. But with Silent, that was a real shocker. Then again, he's an anime voice actor, so Silent as a character, a connoisseur. He was basically a replacement for Brock at the time.
Like, so what? Wait, so what happened to him?
Brock, he parted ways with Ash because he wanted to become a Pokemon nurse.
Well, figures.
But with these new new journeys with Ash, eventually he'll meet new friends. And Silent was one of the nicest out of because he started off as a gym leader, which is funny because Brock was a gym leader as well. Yeah, he cooked like Brock. He did everything like Brock. He was just like a good character. He even had brothers, like two brothers that were also gym leaders. Because he mainly focused on grass types. His brother did fire type, and his other brother did water type. Let's say years of that Pokemon series with Silent, it was phenomenal.
I'm happy it turned out good for you.
Yeah. This is this memory is going back. And this is actually how I got introduced to Jason.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
if you're telling me that was your first introduction, then how come you got surprised in the Hall of the Greats episode?
No, I'm saying character wise.
Oh, okay.
Because because I didn't really know that much of actors at the time, and when I saw your episode, I was like, "Who's Jason Griffith?" I was like, "Oh, he could play." He played Sonic, Shadow. I was like, "Oh, Silent."
I'm sorry about that.
It was like the reaction I gave to Zachary Levi when you posted this episode. I was like, "Wait, Toby is Flynn Rider and Shazam?"
Yeah, they jump you too.
But yeah, let's see here. Any more from Jason? Because I think I got one, but I don't think Christian might pick mine. Yeah, remember his role from TMT?
Yes, Dark, like Mirage Leonardo.
Not just that.
Okay, not just him, but Usagi?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna be bad.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah, I'm like, he's not here to witness this.
No, that's not our problem though.
Yeah, I'm like, I like that's obvious, but
yeah, with his characters and TMNT, again, it was a shocker. Then again, it was not a shocker because an anime voice actor. But yeah, his version of Leonardo was, a similar voice to Shadow in a way.
It is.
Yeah. Oh man. And the whole crossover, Turtles Forever, that was one of the best from TMT crossovers.
And strangely enough, even though I didn't see it, it was in one of my dreams from way long ago. I was like, why do I get the feel of watching that?
Bro, when you first watch it, you're just gonna be like, this is absolutely amazing because you're legit crossover with the old TMNT with the 2003 TMNT. It was just wow, they would bring villains of course TMNT would bring Hun and Karai, and of course the original would bring Shredder, Bebop and Rocksteady. It was just awesome.
Oh, Believe me, I'll catch up with it. I hope it'll be just as awesome as the TMNT crossover with the 80s.
Yeah. But the only thing that was kind of upsetting was like have the cast from the TMNT Turtles Forever, because none of the original voice actors from the original TMNT reprised their role.
Right, yes, they were replaced with like, yeah, I do know Donatello, he was played by the same guy that voiced Chip from Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah. But man, like, but then again, they could have got Cam Clark to like, reprise as Leonardo, because he's also an anime voice actor.
Yes.
But hey, at least the actors that were, they did really good with the OG TMNT. And it was really cool to find out that the let's see, what was his name? Let's see. Yeah, one of the voices of Espio voiced Master Splinter, like OG Master Splinter.
Okay, OG Master Splinter. Okay, one of the voices. Are you talking about either Bill Corky or Dave Y? Like,
Yeah, I'm talking about Dave. Yeah, when I found out that, I was like, wait, Espio played Master Splinter? Because yes, I'm always used to like Troy Baker and Matthew Mercer's like versions of Espio.
True.
Yeah. But let's talk about the Rabbit Samurai.
Okay.
So, what was your opinion?
When I first saw him, when I was getting some shots, I was like, yeah, this is really cool. Way much more different from his 2012 version. And apparently, we got a troll.
What happened?
Look in the look in the chat.
Okay, now I'm looking right now. I don't know what's not. Okay. Yeah, how come I don't see it?
Oh, like okay, it was called Girls 18 Side.
I'm ready to go to the breakfast.
We'll take a brief intermission after this. Let's talk more about. My opinion. I first got introduced to him. Yeah, in TMNT 2003. Honestly, he was like one of the best.
What was? I did. Me too.
Oh, sorry about that. I was just giving my opinion while you were like talking.
Oh, sorry. Like, and you did see it. Like, you did see who was blocked, right?
Yeah, like it's just crazy what these people making these games these names, especially saying like 18 years old. You want to see them? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes.
But yeah, I did first get introduced to him in the 2003 TMNT. He played a really good character. He was a good samurai as well, and a good friend to Leonardo, especially.
Yes, right there. Like I got, as I say, like the voice, it's just like so calm and generous and humble. And aside from once again his version from 2012, where he made it to more bad R's and stuff.
Yeah, not really fun about his 2012 version though. Like,
Yes.
I see what they were doing at the time, but then again, when they were like going through like those kind of times, it was just dark.
I mean, well, there's stuff, even though there might be dark stuff and comedic stuff, because they did take inspiration from Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra while making like to fall into that area.
Makes sense. I mean, because like, of course, I watched the OG TMNT episodes from 2012, and of course, leading to that until when they're in space. Of course, I saw when they came back from space and all that. And I just saw the episodes that were not really too dark to me. Although I did see the episode, with Kavaskas, bringing back Razar from the dead.
And what about Shredder?
Yeah, Shredder, with Super Shredder. Oh yeah, and of course I saw the episode where Baxter Stockman turned back to human.
and yes, and it actually turns out that he actually liked being a human fly mutant.
Because he admitted that he looked more cooler.
Yeah, sure. You're definitely gonna get some lady mutants with that.
That's not what he said when he first turned into a mutant.
Oh, and speaking of the dark times, yeah, like your reactions to Splinter's death or Tiger Claw's hand getting cut off or anything.
Okay, yeah, my opinions. Okay, so with Shredder doing that to Splinter. I mean, the first time I saw that, it was like when the whole, Earth was like going to this black hole, and that's like the first appearance of Fugitoid. That's when I first saw it. But when Super Shredder did, I was like, not again.
And yes, what really does anger me is that like this is supposed to be dramatic, but the look on Raph's face, even though he is really devastated, it just looks comical. Like you can't help but to laugh at it, even though you're supposed to be sad right now.
I mean, times like this, of course, Raph's gonna be serious. Like, so it's like losing Splinter for the second time,
but this time for real.
Like seriously, but of course he came back as a spare one episode.
Yes,
that was good to see. But he didn't know that the Turtles could carry on without him because he taught him well.
Yes.
Now with Tiger Claw, yes, the episode where we found out that he actually has a sister. What was it?
Alopex.
Yes, like learning that she was really fast and all that, and learning that they had like a rough childhood and all that. This is like really sad. And as they having this talk, Tiger Claw decides to attack, but his arm gets shoved up, and you can see the meat of that arm.
Yes, and like they actually got away with like not showing any blood because of course they would go over the line, but this apparently went over the line, especially much more over the line when Raph made that joke.
Ah, man. And then this eventually led him to having a robot arm.
Yes.
And now, like, first he lost his tail, then his eye, and now his arm.
Also, his chunk of his ear.
Right. He's definitely like the Nickelodeon version of of Cartoon Network's, Josh.
Yes, yes.
Hello, Joshua. Oh man, the supermarket episode was the best.
It was. Well, I mean, like for you, like for me, it was fun judging face off.
Hey, I saw you stole a grape. You can't do that. What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Hey, lady, did you see that? He stole a grape.
And where are your ears?
God damn. The proper authorities, and Clarence got settled a little bit, and the girl's like, haha. I was like, what the fuck? Remember when they were going their separate ways, both him and Suma, but Suma realized he's still in the cards?
Yes.
Wait, Clarence, oh! Man. Oh, yeah, remember the banana peel scene? Banana peel.
Oh, wait. Was it then when Clarence was pushing the cart?
No, like remember Clarence went back to like the storage room?
Oh, it's been a while.
Oh. Hey, when the jelly beans drop out, they're free. Really? Oh man. I mean, you got others for Jason or no?
Well, of course, one of the most surprising ones, he did play Iron Man one time.
That is true. What he did, well, like yes, I didn't even see like the what was part of the project, but I did hear the voice. He did really good.
And yes, I agree. It did match it. He does deserve much more. Aside from all this anime work, you can have many choices to get much more timeless honor roles, and if possible. But if that's how you want to do, then nobody's manager.
I mean, yeah, it's like there's certain places you live at that determines where like what kind of like shows you do, like anime or like regular cartoons. God kind of reminds me of this Instagram post Kari Welkin posted a long time ago because it was a Naruto like behind the scenes. Ooh, let's say she was really, really young and hot. Nice. Other than that, Jason Griffith. Oh yeah, he did play well, technically not like Scarecrow, but Jonathan Crane.
Wait. Oh, right. Because like it's only just his just his normal self.
That, my sir, is what I call Rob. He should have played both.
Well, like whichever comes like first. I mean, like they did the same thing that they did to Black Cat in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's just Felicia Hardy and not Black Cat.
Hello, Spider-Man related. Hello, Bill Fricabaki with Hydra Man.
Oh wait.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular Spider. Oh yes.
Because there was this one scene. Yeah, I remember first seeing that episode in 2020. And yeah, I was like, why does that voice sound familiar? It's like, it's just Bill's regular voice. And I was like, searching up the character, I was like, wait, Hydra Man? And it would have been so cool to hear like Bill's Hydra Man. But then again, there was that ride where, like, yeah, Roger Bumpus played Dr. Octopus, and yeah, Bill Fricabaki did play Hydra Man. And yeah, other than that, oh yeah, Pat Frilly played the Hobgoblin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, dishonoring a lot of people today, especially like the ones that are not here with us today, but still in our hearts. It's just mad respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, and sorry, like I'm just it's just awkward conversation on my phone. It's going through some stuff.
Oh, I see. But yes, celebrating, yes, a lot of great people today. It's just, I mean, their greatness will always be remembered by many fans.
And yeah, like in fact, I think this would have to be the biggest that we've ever gone.
I mean, then again, there was that one stream, remember, from October.
Oh, let's see.